top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Want crystal clear pool water all summer long without the guesswork? At Burton Pools and Spas, we make it easy with expert advice and trusted brands like Pool Life and Aquaseal. And with warmer weather on the way, now's the perfect time to get your water balanced and ready. Stop in for a free water test and save up to $70 on your Pool Life or Aquaseal water care for the summer. Keep your pool clean, clear, and swim ready every day. Visit one of our 5 locations or burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Hi, this is Grant Holman, owner of 479 Equipment Company off I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. We are Northwest Arkansas's home for Bad Boy, the toughest mowers, tractors, and implements on the market, built right here in Arkansas. Ready to upgrade your weekend? Your local headquarters for everything Bad Boy is 479 Equipment Company. 479 Equipment has the inventory and the easy financing to get you in the driver's seat today. Come see us off of I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville or 479equipment.com.
Mad Money Mania, Friday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash at your premier gaming destination, Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. All month long, play for your chance to win over $1 million in total cash and Go Rewards prizes. Enjoy chef-created entrees at Shawano Steak and Spirits Fine Dining, ice-cold adult beverages, and live weekend entertainment, and luxurious hotel suites. Experience the Indigo difference. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri. IndigoSkyCasino.com for details.
The weather is brought to you by the Springdale Public Schools.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. We've got mostly sunny skies today in northwest Arkansas. It's going to be nice and mild through the afternoon. The high today is 67 degrees. Tonight with fair skies, we'll slip into the upper 40s. Tomorrow for Friday, sunshine and a high of 77. Dry during the day, bringing in showers and thunderstorms late afternoon into Friday evening. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
Kindergarten is a big step, and we're here to make it their best. At Springdale Public Schools, safety is our priority, with caring staff in every hallway. Our award-winning teachers ignite a love for reading, giving every child the tools to unlock their genius. Because a culture of excellence means every child is known by name, cherished, and supported. Give your child a confident start in a community that cares.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Broadcasting from the Crane Automotive Team Studio, the most honest show in the history of Arkansas Talk Radio.
Baby, you are so talented, and they are so dumb.
Derek Ruskin.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Zach Arns.
Notre Dame, our mother.
Setting the standard for talk radio in the state of Arkansas.
The problem we're trying to solve is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Starts right now.
All righty. Back again. Ruskin and Zach. No Zach. Well, Colton Little's here. Ashton's here at the controls. We are live over ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app, which is fueled by Taco Bell. What's going on, Mr. Colton? How are you, sir?
Why in the world would you ask me to protest that? What are you talking about?
Know.
What's going on with you,
well,
Mr. Daddy Derek Ruskin?
Let me tell you what's going on here. But first of all, you can. I'm gonna close the text down here because I just don't want to get distracted.
Yeah.
We'll get to those.
I'll look at them.
I'm gonna close the. Why don't I just close the whole thing down?
Do it. It's done.
Close the whole laptop down here, and we'll get cooking here. All right, 877-377-6963 if you do want to cook. I got a kick out of the speculation because of the phrase unforeseen circumstances, which is if I ever buy a boat, which I'm not going to do. But if I did buy a boat, I would name it the Unforeseen Circumstances.
That's a great name for the boat.
It really is, isn't it?
You put an SS in front of that always, or what? I don't know.
I didn't get to look until well into the night, but to see what we put out to explain why I wasn't here on Tuesday. And the phrase "unforeseen circumstances" was pretty perfect.
Well,
But
I'll have you know that usually as the go-to for most of our social media here at ESPN Arkansas, I did not make that announcement in any capacity. But yeah, I was confused as to what the unforeseen circumstances were too, and then I was clued in.
Let me explain the unforeseen circumstances.
Yes.
The SS,
Paint the picture.
unforeseen
Set the
circumstances.
scene.
So on Tuesday at roughly 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting here in my office, in Zach and I's office. We share an office here up the hall. And I'm sitting here just doing stuff, putting ideas for possible topics on blue cards. We never got to these blue cards on Tuesday. I'm going to keep these blue cards because they're the blue cards we never got to.
Important blue cards.
And it's good that they're blue also. I get a call from my wife. You're not working today. You're going to come home and get me. My water just broke.
Oh, goodness.
All right.
Very direct.
And that's when the movie-like experience began because it was okay. So, yeah.
Like
yeah.
the water break.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good
That's
sound
what she
effects.
described.
Good sound
Yes.
effects.
So I'm like, all right, so here we go. So I run out of here. Here's what I remember. I run out of here, and I'm walking past the conference room door, which is by the front door here at the radio station. And Dale is one of our team here.
Oh, someone's there.
Front of house. Dale's
Good,
sitting there
good.
at the head of the conference table by the door. And I don't know what compelled me to say this, but I'm like, Dale, got to go. My wife's water just broke. And he's like, great, that's awesome. Okay. And then this is the only the Ruscin and Zach part of the story that could only happen here. I'm walking out the door, and there's a guy there with the bag. And he's like, hey, Ruscin, it's Abner. Abner was here. Yes, that Abner, the texter Abner. And I'm like, and I didn't mean to like blow him off, but I'm like, awesome, I gotta go. So I just left Abner there with a bag of stuff or whatever. Maybe he got me the toy duck. I don't know. Someone brought by a stuffed duck. So thank you for that, whoever it was. So I get home and she has a bag packed and part of another one
overnight, ready to go.
And I have nothing.
Oh,
nothing prepared.
That's a mistake.
Because this wasn't going to happen for a month. That's what they tell you. That's what they always say. So I'm throwing stuff in a bag and getting ready to go and everything. And we get over there, and there you go at 3:31 p.m. Right in the middle of the show, because this kid and because it's a Tuesday and everything's going great, I get to talk about it on a Thursday during ratings. This kid is a radio programmer already.
That's awesome.
Already. But at 3:31 p.m. On Tuesday, a baby Lou arrived in the world.
Beautiful.
5 pounds, 3 ounces, 18 inches long. What a deal. What a deal. I'm going to tell you right now, too, something else. I have learned, many of you love when I instantly freak out about things.
Yes.
Okay?
Brings me great joy.
Here's what I've learned. The other side of that coin is that when I am extremely happy, the waterworks start to go. So I want to apologize for that ahead of time, because at some point that may happen. I've looked into tactics to avoid doing this. I've thought about having a thumbtack to just jam into my skin to distract me, but
feel something else.
That's right.
Yeah, I got you.
That's right. So the little man is here. He is going to be in the NICU for a while because he's just growing. Like, he's fine. He's doing well. But he's here. He's at the party a little early, just like a Ruscin. He's well ahead of schedule. So, mom's doing great. And, so he's going to hang out there for a while. And when he comes home, by the way, this serves as my notice to the entire company.
Yes.
When he comes home is when I will begin my brief absence to help get everything coordinated at home.
You're approved.
That's right. My approved paid time off.
I signed off on it, so you're good.
Thank you. Good.
You're
That's
welcome.
right. Yeah. But yeah, he is. It's amazing, and this is his second full day on Earth, which is bizarre.
It is.
And yesterday was, you're kind of like settling into like, this is how it is now. But Tuesday is like, you have a combination of, and I understand, I'm not the first person to ever father a kid.
You're not.
But it's the first time it's happened to me.
It's true.
So, forgive me if any of you maybe some of you were sitting there nodding along going, yep. And many of you, maybe you're saying, you know what, who cares? But listen, this is the first time it's happened to me. So, this is all new.
Mm-hmm.
But Tuesday is a mixture of, wow, that escalated quickly. And, okay, this is what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. Here we go. So, but yesterday it was not as much wow as more, all right, this is what we do. Now, I want to say something. You always have to find, to avoid, bawling your eyes out. And again, it's out of happiness. There's no, everything
No
is good
regrets,
right
yeah.
now. Everything is great with the young man now and everything. He's just hanging out to grow up a little bit more because he wasn't supposed to be here for a little while. So he's doing that. But you got to find the funny.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about, Colton, I don't know if you remember this. Let's talk about the dad couch in the
Oh my
room.
God.
Can we talk about this thing for a
Jeez.
minute?
So were you lucky enough on the first time that you were there? Were you lucky enough to get the pull-out couch, or was it just simply leather and like about 4 feet long?
It's not leather, but it's some sort of leather equivalent, I
Faux
guess.
leather,
Yeah.
Wannabe leather, I guess.
So you and she got me this thing that's basically a kinder mat for dads. So I'm getting this all set up.
That's very thoughtful. My wife told me to grab a pillow, so that's what I did.
I brought my pillow.
Good.
Not the my pillow,
No,
just the
not-
pillow that I use.
No, not that one.
No.
Sorry, Mike.
That's right. Yeah. My apologies to Mike Lindell. So I get the kinder mat set up here, and first of all, maybe I shouldn't have done it this way, but the back cushion comes down and you lay it on top. Well, when I got on this thing, first of all, I felt like it was about 9 feet in the air, and at any moment I'm going over here. And then secondly, I'm 6'3", and I would like to speak out. I looked this up earlier, Colton. I would like to speak up for the 15% of men in this country who are taller than 6 feet. We demand better. We don't ask for much. But let's get a little bit of a longer couch here. I mean, come on.
I agree.
I know you're playing the percentages, and there's an 85% chance that the person on that couch will be less than 6 feet tall. But what about us, the silent minority, at 6 feet or greater?
Us tall folks.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So I was folded up on this thing, and
Did you assume the fetal position as well?
pretty much, yeah. You have to.
There's no other way to get on that.
Or
couch
you put your
comfortably.
foot on the window, like
Prop it up a little ways. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we got to. There has to be a better way to make these couches a little bit longer than that. But anyway, it's a small complaint, but it was just a funny observation I had during all this. So there you go. Shout out, my God, did nurses are just like. If you ever have an unkind thing to say to one of these people, like, you were the problem, not them.
Absolutely.
I mean, they are just amazing what they do. And in the NICU, an alarm goes off. There's someone there in like a second and a half going, what's going on? And it's usually just, stuff getting rearranged. You may find this hard to believe out there, but my son is rather fidgety. And so when he's not sleeping, he's kind of like, why am I like, what's going on here? And he's figuring out, nervous system and all that stuff.
These are hands. This is what I grab.
Yes, that's right. So he's the first night he was kind of knocking some sensors a little sideways or whatever, but everything's good. But they're in there like every time. What's going on? What's happening? No, okay. And they get it all set up. Last night he was cranky because of a diaper situation, and they come in there and get it all set up for you, and he's back calm again. It's amazing. These are amazing people. So thank God for these people that make it happen. And listen, are we fortunate? We are so fortunate because, I mean, we're walking down the hallway, and there's signs for like 2-pound babies. Like we are so fortunate and grateful. The word I keep coming up with is grateful. Grateful for the staff, grateful for all the support with our families and all the notes that some of you have passed along, probably more so as more of this news comes out. But grateful that he is doing well and just early. He's not sick. He's just early, and he's just growing. So that's that's a relief.
Yeah, I think I can speak for everybody here, Derek, at ESPN Arkansas, and most of our listeners here, that we're all very proud of you, proud of your wife, happy for you, and we're extremely excited to see just how this goes for you. Like I was told whenever I made my announcement, now you have an endless stream of content to talk about. As if we already didn't have that here. But I'm excited for you, and just talking about that blur, those minutes in between where you kind of realize like this is how life begins. This is what I'm responsible for now. All these little tiny things that you may have overlooked, all these, wonderful experiences that we take for granted every day. And the nurses, I mean, I wrote down the list of every single nurse that helped us in a time that me and my wife were in the hospital too, because I mean, it was like you said, it was so impactful to see these women and the men that were in there as well that just go through this and help you and alleviate your stresses and your worries and your fears, and are just there to kind of hold your hand through it and let you know that it's going to be okay. And even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment, they're going to do everything they can to make sure that it is. So I'm extremely happy for you, because I texted you and told you you're going to be a fantastic father.
Yes,
and I wholly believe that, and I know that you will. So it's going to be lots of fun whenever he is out of the NICU and he's good to go, and he starts to get that little bit of personality. You can bring him in here and do the whole Simba, look, everything that light touches is your kingdom.
That's right.
You can do it. It'll be fun.
And when he's able to run the board.
That's right.
Because at some point,
you're not long for it. After, I'm sorry.
Someone has to run the board.
That's right.
Oh, I'm joking around about that. No, it's and I got now. Let me bring up another part of this. Because Zach and I were not here on Tuesday.
Yes.
And the internet. Oh God, they did it again. It's over. By the way, he never did anything. I did it, if you will recall correctly.
It's true.
But Zach has been on this trip that has been planned 4 months. All right, so this is not anything. He'll be back.
He will,
God willing. He will be back on Monday, and I'm sure we'll go through all of this again when he's back. I got a very lovely note my wife and I did from him, so it was very nice to hear from him. But yeah, his absence was planned. Mine was not. There was about, and also Ty and you and everybody getting all the stuff, because there are certain things that Zach does behind the scenes here,
quite a bit,
to make the stations go, that I was doing and was working on doing, and then I just had to stop, and I had to be, listen, y'all got to figure it out, and you guys figured it out, and then we stayed on the air with something.
Freddie and Harry, baby.
I always joke about putting Freddie Coleman on. Well, by God, we finally did it. We got Freddie Coleman on. So thanks to everybody here for being so nimble and understanding with all this stuff. And again, got some great notes from people here as well. And someone got me my son a plush duck here. So thank you for that very much.
Nice plush duck, very soft.
His name is not Lou actually, but for the Lou character on the show has become so popular that I got to choose. Do I want to say his name? Do I want to keep calling him Lou? I decided you guys love the name Lou. It's kind of perfect for us.
Is.
So we're going to stick with Baby Lou. And that'll be what we all call him around here. So.
His other name, that invokes a whole different type of scenario in which that person could be, because as we surmise, Lou Ruscin was he was the assistant coach at Seton Hall in the 80s.
That's right. That's right.
He was.
That wore the bike coaches shorts that were way too short.
Yeah, Lou Ruscin is a totally different thing, but his real name, which is beautiful by the way,
and the stirrup socks. Thank you. Yeah. So there you go. So that's where I was, and Mom's there. I assume with him right now. So that's good news, and we'll keep you posted, I guess, on any other developments here. But yeah, it's going well. It is insane, and he had a busy day yesterday. Everybody wanted to hold him. My mom and dad, her dad, bunch of people wanted to hold him. So
all the grandparents, they get in there and they just coo over him.
Yeah, that's right.
So is this your parents' first grandchild?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yes,
this is special. This is
real
deal.
Yeah.
They've been waiting on this since you were able to talk.
I think they'd given up hope on me. I really do.
Well,
but,
you finally made it through. That's very true.
But there you go. All right. So that's there's the what I call the biggest announcement in the history of the show.
And it is.
And to this point, it is.
And
so
it is. Very happy
there
for
you go. But we're not fired.
No,
Yet.
no, that didn't happen. We've still got 3 or 4 hours here. We can.
Exactly.
Get your vacation started a little bit earlier, huh?
I definitely. I was thinking, today at 1:30, Hunter's going to do something stupid, and it's going to upend the whole first part of the show. But so far, so good. Although he's done plenty of stupid things, but not in the last 90 minutes or so. So that's
not yet.
That is very good.
Clock's still running.
It is. I thought also I had a couple of thoughts that my son did not want to miss out on the fact that it was a Cinco de Mayo on a Taco Tuesday.
That's so true. That's so true. Wow.
That's like the perfect storm, right? Isn't it? And he, a little bit more closer to home, he didn't want to miss NWA Burger Week because he knew his father is such a big fan of the burger. So shout out to that. And by the way, the NWA Burger Week at the participating restaurants, they're raising money, and a portion of the sales goes to the NWA Food Bank. So that's what's going on with NWA Burger Week. Anyway, there you go. And that's where it is. All right, so you can text in or whatever, 877-377-6963. We're going to do a normal show. We're not going to talk about this for 4 hours, I don't think.
You could, and I'd love to listen to you, but we're not.
I don't think anybody else would, but that's okay. But yeah, that's I wanted to let you all know what was going on, because I did hear from a few people like, is everything okay? What's going on? I'm like, yes, everything's fine.
I got lots of texts about it too, and I just told them that you were fired. So I mean, that's kind of I might have started that rumor, and I apologize for that. Have you looked up the famous people that he shares his birthday with?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a couple of heavy hitters on there.
Yes.
Some whose names I probably legally can't mention.
The father of communism.
The father of modern communism.
Karl Marx
himself.
was born on May 5th. Yeah.
Him and Adele.
That?
Him and Adele.
Yeah.
They're rolling in the deep there for sure.
Who's more famous, Karl Marx or Adele? Our lines are open. 877-377-6963. All right.
Topanga, too.
Yes. Now that I did notice.
That's
yes.
Time.
Danielle Fischel or whatever.
Yeah.
Fischel,
She got
whatever
robbed in Dancing with the Stars this year, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I saw something about
According
that.
to my wife, I didn't watch any of that.
Okay, yeah. Now, is that what you're supposed to say, or is that what actually...
That's what that's yes.
Okay, that's on the script.
I'm supposed to say. That's what you wrote down for me to say, in case I mentioned
Well, I never watched Dancing with the Stars. Oh, I never watched that. Of course not. All right, we'll be back here on Ruscin and Zach with Colton doing the Lord's work and filling in today. This is a long show, man.
No, I know.
I appreciate it.
I've slowly started to realize that it's about
there.
Yeah.
There is no increase in pay, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm sorry.
Get me out of here.
We'll be right back. Maybe Colton will be back.
I don't know.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch.
Big old slab.
C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's lunchboxes are going to people's heads. Because once they've indulged in the mainstays of the $5 box, the decadence of the $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box with its monumental triple-double crunch wrap, they start expecting everything to be as Lutz. Don't let the Lutz go to your head.
Where's the doorman?
There is no doorman.
That's why we're waiting.
Let's go. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time...
Thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1225. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or biglou.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
It's truck month at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Right now, get into a new 2026 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 for just $36,000. Or save up to $14,000 off MSRP on new Silverados. Plus, qualified buyers can get 0% financing on select models. With over 200 new Chevys in stock and ready for immediate delivery, now's the time to upgrade your ride. And don't forget, bring a non-perishable food item to support the Samaritan Community Center. Don't miss truck month at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
ESPN 99.5. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Okay, we're back here on the program, 877-377-6963. Some funny texts that came in here in the last little while on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Wes from Springdale, I missed the beginning of the show.
Of all the days, Wes.
We only teased it for a day and a half. That's all we've done on, but thank you. What happened here? The other one, what happened to Freddie Coleman?
It's just Trophy Hog.
Trophy
That's so good.
That's funny.
We can put him back on if you want. I mean, we've covered the basis of what
I
we were
mean,
gonna
this
talk
could
about today.
conclude our broadcast day,
Yeah.
and you can hear about the Knicks or whatever
Yeah,
you want to talk
Ashton,
about.
You still get paid for a full day, so I mean.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
You'll be good.
I didn't
You'll
get
be
to
good
tell Ashton we weren't doing a show. Somebody did, I guess.
Ah.
Or did you show up at 1:45 and go like, "Where is everybody?"
No, Ty called me.
Okay, good. All right, good.
I also got a text from Zach. He was confused what was going on.
Oh, okay.
Well, he
All
doesn't
right.
know. He's not here. He's somewhere.
Yeah.
On an
Yeah.
island.
Well, maybe he thought I killed over or
Oh,
something. I don't know.
no.
Let's see what else happened here. C-Man, the world needs more Tauruses. We always stick together. That's right.
That's true.
He's a Taurus, strong like bull. It's good. Let's see here. Bob and Branson, boo childbirthing talk sports.
We can if you want. Not much going on.
All right, there you go. Tyler thought we were. Tyler thought we were done. This was it. No.
I think in lieu of you blowing off Abner, I think he's also requested that he needs the audio from the delivery. So if you can maybe get that to him, we'll see if we
I
can
don't
get
think
that
that's. I don't think that's.
No?
We're not making drops out of
No,
that.
okay,
no,
good.
we're not
Good,
doing that.
Good
no.
deal.
No.
I don't know if we could or not.
No, but they put him on that. They get him.
Mm-hmm. They grab him,
and then they put him on that table,
Mhm.
the warming table, and they're like, "Okay, you can come look at this." And I'm like,
give him the APGAR test, smack him around a little bit, poke him.
By God, there he is. He's right there.
Yeah.
And he's moving around and stuff. And look at him. Yeah, it was crazy. And I took and so here's another. If I have any advice, and now I feel like I can dole out a certain level of advice.
You're an authority now.
Sure. Yes. After once.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I would advise. And you did this, but you had a little bit more time to prepare.
I did some.
I should have consolidated all alerts into one text chain. Because I had like 4 different people I'm updating and this and that and like all at the same time, but you got to have one thing because, and then you're taking I can take a picture. Let me take a picture. It's not a good picture. I don't care. It's a picture. I want to look at it. I don't want the camera to look. I want to look at it. So anyway, that's what I would advise because I had. Well, does this person know yet? I don't know. Well, they know. Well, they like. It was all happening, and my parents were driving up here in the middle of it all, and they get here, and yeah, it was a wild day on Tuesday.
How fast did you drive to the hospital? Did you put your hazards on? Did you
there was
ahead?
a moment on one of the streets, and this is at 12:30 on a Tuesday. There were no cars.
Yeah,
on a part of on a decent amount of this street, and I'm like, okay, this is weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's some sort of force here that's like, all right,
this is the happening.
It's like a divine police escort in a certain manner of speaking. So that's what it was. But anyway, it was the classic whirlwind, and it happened so fast it could have been in a dadgum movie because I mean we got there, and then by 3:31 he was here. So that was pretty fast. So. It was amazing, and he's doing great. I do have an update from the hospital.
Good deal.
A good update, I guess. It may not be so great for him. He has been relegated to mittens. Because he's been, I guess, pulling on wires and things like that, and they're like, okay. Or maybe the nails are coming in. They don't want him to scratch himself. Or
they
something.
do get some sharp nails when they come out. They've been growing for months, so they come out and they'll claw your eyes out a little bit if you let them.
Yeah, so he's in the mittens, but he's looking okay. So there you go.
Texter out of the 479 wants to know if you listened to anything on the radio on the way to the hospital.
I don't remember. I was trying to remember, like, okay, this is what I'm listening to on the way to the podcast, or to the podcast, on the way to the hospital. And I don't remember right now. Maybe it'll come to me someday. I've had a little bit more time to process all of this.
It all happened in such a blur, just like that moment. And like you said, even I had a little bit more time to prepare. My wife we induced labor for her, so I was there the day before, and we started that night, and we took all the medicine you needed to do, and then things started to happen that day at lunch. But even then, like just those several days, my wife, she loves to reminisce on it and think about how beautiful it was. And she's like, "Do you remember whenever this happened or this happened? We were there." And I just smile blankly and say, "Yes, I."
Oh yeah, of course.
So great.
Yeah,
it was awesome. It was beautiful. You were beautiful. beautiful. He was beautiful. It was all beautiful.
It was all beautiful. My dad is texting in, where's my sports talk? Come on, man. It's like, enough of this.
He is so proud. I've seen all the pictures he's been
man.
Because we're Facebook friends now. So I've seen all the pictures he's been posting, and he's just, he could not be prouder.
And let me say something else, because so it seems like, hold on, I need to chap up here. Little chapstick situation. Thank you. It is so funny. God, you know, in the back of my head, I can still hear some of the alarms and stuff buzzing from the beeping and it's weird. Anyway, I know it's just me and not y'all, but anyway. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, okay. So this happens all the time. This is what you have to look forward to, Colton.
Well,
losing your train of thought in the middle of
it's only going to get worse with
live
a child
show.
screaming in your face. I promise.
That's probably true. Yeah. So when Tuesday happened, and it's like, well, we're not. There's no show today. The people that come out and are like, oh well, good. We'll get rid of him. He sucks. And then it seemed like the person defending us the loudest was Peter in Australia, who was just owning as the kids say, owning the haters left and right. It was hilarious.
We got shooters in these streets, and Peter's one of them. He carries a big stick, and he was going to bat for it. Let me tell you.
But I never understood, if you hate this show so much, why do you care whether or not it exists? Like if you don't like it, then I don't care if let me think of something here. Some of these energy drinks, I don't drink them, but I don't care if they exist or don't exist. I'm not going to say, oh, good, that drink sucks anyway.
At Alani, you're trash.
That's right. I have no opinion on Four Loko. I don't care. Yeah. So if something
that's not an energy drink, please don't confuse those.
Well, whatever. Okay,
please.
So
consumers, do not confuse those for energy drinks.
Yes.
Good God.
Liquid Death. Is that a good one?
That's just water, but yes.
Okay.
But if you don't like Liquid Death, you're not going to go on Liquid Death's Instagram
If they
page.
post something, I'm not going to respond, oh, your stuff sucks anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care. So what you're telling me is you do actually care when you comment on one thing. And I told somebody this the other day. They never say this. They'll say, well, those guys never talk about sports. They never do this, they never do that. They never say this. God, that show's boring.
Nope.
It's never been said. Never been said. I challenge you to find one boring moment in this. In all of this. We've done 1,800 of these. We're not boring. You may not like it, but we're not boring. Now that makes me very happy. Anyway, Mitchell and Fort Smith the last 2 days have been awful. Totally thrown off my routine. Man, I get it. Listen, yesterday, it's 3:30, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm not in a chair talking in a microphone. I've been doing this for 7 years at this time period, and it's just weird to not be able to not do it. So I get to throw off my routine too. There's going to be There's going to be a new routine. This routine is out. We're getting a new routine. But yeah, we'll be here in the afternoons doing stuff for you, of course. But
got to be thankful that you at least had the afternoon shows. All these sleepless nights you might be in for. At least you can maybe catch a couple of these afterwards.
Yeah. Although if it was the other shift, sleepless nights, you'll just stay up,
right
just
into
keep
it.
going.
Stay right. Yeah, never
you're up
go
at 2 and just keep going. That's right. So that's what it was here. Graham and Prairie Grove, those people aren't heard in real life, so they get their keyboards going to be heard.
That's true.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Did Freddie and Harry get fired? No, I think they're still on somewhere. They're just not on here.
Just hit a couple buttons in there, Ashton. We'll just step away slowly.
We can make that happen for you.
I promise.
It's
right. Very simple.
Yeah.
This show that took your spot way too much sports.
Yeah, that's what Austin. That's right.
That's their job.
That's right. Mike and Boonville missed the announcement. Well, you're gonna have to back it up on YouTube, I guess, and do that, or wait for the 479 Equipment Company Ruscin and Zach podcast later on today. So there it is. But yeah, I can't go through the whole thing again. The next time would be way worse.
No.
We got it once, and that's it.
We'll probably do it again tomorrow to start the show. But I mean, after that,
the permanent record. The permanent record has been written. That's right.
Etched in stone.
That's right. Sure. Okay. Glad you're with us here, 877-377-6963. Austin wanted me to do the show from the hospital. There are a lot of possible internet plugs on the wall.
They've got tons of places for you to just unplug a couple of those machines she's hooked up to.
They don't like
right
when
in.
you get loud, though, and I get loud. So that's That's what happens here. So I don't think that would have gone over very well. And, HIPAA and everything like that. They don't want people's stuff being broadcast, which we understand. But
Piggy Smalls, you're right. I can't read that.
Oh, I love those. I love the ones that we can't.
Can't read that, but you're right. You're 100% correct.
That's right. There you go. That's funny. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on. So very nice, as expected. A lot of nice notes, and thank you so much for all of that. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing.
We're very happy. We're very happy. Blake. Okay, now we have a running gag. Blake from Dardanelle. I missed the announcement.
There's 4 arrows at the bottom of your keyboard if you're on a computer. Just hit the one that points left and just go all the way back to 000.
There you go.
We'll get it started. Maybe about a minute in. You missed the Hanson talking and whatnot.
Yeah. The opening is the opening.
That's not changed yet.
That's right. No.
Yeah. We'll have to change some of them on this station, but not that one.
Apparently, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Bombshell news. Yeah.
Yes, it is. All right. And we have reached no man's land, Colton.
Yeah.
You know what I call no man's land?
What is
There's
that?
not enough time to start a topic,
That's
and
true.
there's not enough time to just go to break right now.
Well.
We're in no man's land.
Yeah.
There is enough time to tell you about Roback.com.
Oh, good.
Did you hear what I did there?
I did.
I still got it.
You still got.
Son,
I haven't lost it, baby.
Son, are you listening to this? I've still got it. Your old man can still make a segue.
Daddy still got his fastball.
Thank
baby.
God. All right. Roback.com is here to upgrade your University of Arkansas game day collection. They have brand new stuff, hoodies and polos. This stuff is good. It's really good. Roback.com and go to RHOBACK, Roback.com. Use that code RUSH26 to get 20% off your first order. RUSH26 and get 20% off. Roback.com, RHOBACK, Roback.com, where action meets comfort. All right.
The music in my ears means that we're done for right now, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
That's right.
Okay, good. Wanted to make sure I was following. Oh, thank you.
Yes, that's right. But it's only eventually there isn't music and we can just go whenever we want.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
But not this,
Good.
not in this particular
I'll
hour.
write that down here.
Okay, yeah. Important notes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right, we'll be back here. Yeah, JT wants to know what time Baby Lou. But Baby Lou will be calling in at 5:30.
Yeah,
we're going to talk to him. We're going to have him exclusively on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We'll be back, Ruscin and Zach.
Brace yourself. May mayhem has exploded at the Lewis Automotive Group, and they're crushing prices like never before across all 5 locations. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 80 years.
Friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers or Griggs Covington in Farmington.
Did your vehicle take a hit in that recent hailstorm? Call the local experts at Specialized Hail and Dent Repair, proudly serving the Ozarks for over 25 years. They specialize in auto hail repair, offer a lifetime guarantee, work with all insurance companies, and handle your claim from start to finish, including helping coordinate your rental car. Call 877-774-4245. Visit SpecializedHail.com or stop by 702 North 2nd Street in Rogers across from Harps. Specialized Hail and Dent Repair, restoring your vehicle to its dent-free condition.
The Crane Team is your home for all your automotive needs, with 6 different dealerships in Northwest Arkansas and America's favorite brands. The Crane Team has the perfect vehicle for you, from pickup and delivery to service after the sale. Plus our famous, huge Crane Cash discounts, the Crane Team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
If you work the land, Wheeler Power Sports and Kawasaki want to work for you. The Kawasaki Agriculture Sales Program is delivering exclusive farmer incentives on Kawasaki off-road vehicles. Save $250 on a brute force. Save $500 on Kawasaki mules. And $750 on Kawasaki Ridges. This program runs through March 31st, and it can be combined with any other Kawasaki promotion. All you need is a registered farm ID, ag tag, exemption, or co-op membership. Wheeler Power Sports in historic downtown Fort Smith. Keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol. Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Dean Rollins for Superior Ford in Siloam Springs. We're known for the lowest price on a new Ford in Northwest Arkansas.
It's back, the lowest price ever on the new 2026 Ford F-150 SDX Crew Cab 4-wheel drive, now $38,900. Or select new 2026 Ford Bronco now, $10,000 off MSRP. Nobody sells a new Ford for less. Shop us first. SuperiorFordNWA.com.
Superior Ford. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The weather is brought to you by the Springdale Public Schools.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. We've got mostly sunny skies today in northwest Arkansas. It's going to be nice and mild through the afternoon. The high today is 67 degrees. Tonight with fair skies, we'll slip into the upper 40s. Tomorrow, for Friday, sunshine and a high of 77. Dry during the day, bringing in showers and thunderstorms late afternoon into Friday evening. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast, only on 4029.
You want them safe, you want them loved, but you also want them ready. In Springdale, we turn curiosity into confidence with literacy programs recognized by the University of Arkansas for top statewide growth. Taught by educators that are award-winning experts in how children learn. Safe hearts, strong readers, bright futures. Springdale Public Schools. Unlock your genius and enroll in Springdale Public Schools.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Liv Moss. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we are back here at a quarter till the hour on Ruscin and Zach with Colton filling in for Zach today and tomorrow here. 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Ruscin and Zach. Let's see here. Jesse at Springdale, have you been peed on yet? Which is, if you just
good question.
Let's break this down for a moment. All right, if you just got in the car and the first sentence you heard was, "Have you been peed on yet?" That's a really weird way to start your afternoon. Would you agree?
Very strange. I agree.
But in the context of changing a newborn, you're like, okay, well, context does matter.
You still need to give an answer, just so you know.
I have not.
Okay, good.
I've changed
it's
two.
Coming.
I've changed two, and I have avoided being hit twice.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. And let me tell you something. when that does start to happen, they let it go. You get a cold wet wipe on there.
Yeah.
And once it hits, it's just like me and you. Once it hits the cold air, stream starts. And I would love, I know you're a big fan of TrackMan. I'd love to get a TrackMan. Some of these are.
Can we get a launch
streams,
angle?
Man, holy cow! And make Aaron Judge jealous, dude. These launch angles are insane.
Call Bubba. What does TrackMan say on
Nate
the?
Thompson would love to see those launch angles. He'd be all about that.
Right. Well, the stream's at about 31 degrees right now.
An exit velo. Ooh, those are.
That's
those
right.
are some forceful too. Let me tell you.
Distance.
Oh yeah, you can't forget about distance.
About 2 feet.
Wow. My kid
Holy
can,
cow.
My kid can hit a wall 8 feet across the room, no problem. He can pick a spot,
That's right. You wanted to write your name?
Yeah, what's your name? Or write it on the wall. Keep walking.
Oh, Lord. Piggy Smalls wants me to be like LeBron and to stay here long enough so he can work with me.
Oh, man, wouldn't that be fun?
Bronny. Louie.
There
you go, yeah.
But the thing, if
I'm all washed up and not any good, and then it's like, oh, well, I got to stay because my kid's coming.
Well, that'd be different because most of the time in this business, your son is typically better than you. But in the NBA and in sports, that's not the case. So maybe Lou would have to be like really bad at this, and you'd have to be like telling everybody he's fine, he's just getting his bearings. Meanwhile, he can't make it through a sentence. But that's not going to happen. Maybe Lou will come in here and he'll keep us all out of the jobs.
Not Joe Buck is not better than his father, though.
No,
Jack Buck's better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, Joe Buck, what's he really good
now,
at?
Noah Eagle's better than Ian Eagle.
That's very true.
I like Ian Eagle.
I like
That's
Ian
not
Eagle
a knock.
a lot.
That's not a knock. Who else are father's sons? Marty Brenneman's better than Tom Brenneman. That's very obscure. I don't know if anybody knows who the Brennemans are. I mean, Tom Brenneman's the guy that, said the naughty word.
The
and
deep drive by
That's
Castellanos.
right, exactly. I may never put his headset on again.
He sure did for the CW.
Oh, man.
Right after reruns of One Tree Hill and Supergirl.
No.
I'm a big fan of that Supergirl they had on the CW.
Oh, yeah, that's Supergirl.
Melissa Benoist.
Yes, that's good. That was a good show.
It wasn't, but yes. It's not great television.
Steph Curry and his dad, Del Curry.
That's true.
Steph's better than
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. It's not often. Like Michael Jordan's kid was a terrible basketball player. But
Actually,
Michael
very
Jordan
bad, yes.
was great.
Mhm.
There's no guarantee. Now, here's an interesting one. Charlie Woods. Is he going to be better than Tiger? He looks pretty good already.
Well, stay on the straight and narrow.
Yes, please.
Keep it between the mayonnaise and the mustard. You'll be fine.
That's right. Avoid Perkins at all costs. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Ken Griffey Jr. was better than Senior, and Senior was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Senior's in the Hall of Fame, but
in the Hall of Very Good.
He's in the Hall of Very Good. Yes, of course. Yes, The Rock was better than his dad. Yes. Oh, here's an interesting one. Do you remember? Ted Turner passed away yesterday.
Yes.
TBS, the Superstation, the Braves. Do you remember Skip Carey, who did the Braves game? Skip Carey here, Turner Field.
Is that Harry Carey's son?
Yes,
Or his father?
his son. Yeah,
I don't know all
you
those.
don't remember?
To be honest
Okay.
with you, no.
Well,
Not a Braves guy.
Skip, maybe better than Harry, but everybody loved Harry because he was just this old drunk on the air that everybody loved. Hi, everybody.
And Harry, he got parodied into hell to where people don't even remember what he actually sounded
Right,
like.
exactly.
Now. It's just the Will Ferrell impression.
That's right.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Norm. But he was kind of like that, though.
He
It was
kinda
really
was.
a good impression.
Well, that's Will Ferrell.
There was another comedian at the time that had an impression, and he was like, "Check out the kid in the sombrero."
The Chicago Cubs.
That's right. Here's a fine-looking youngster down there. Hi, it's Tony.
Hey, it's 5-cent beer night tonight.
Skip is now Chip Carey, who does the Cardinal games now, is Skip's son.
Oh, okay.
And Skip is better than his. Chip is fine, but Skip Carey was better. Skip Carey
Did he have a son?
I don't think so. No,
He'd probably be doing a bad job hosting Who's Line if he was.
That's right. The points don't matter.
They don't.
Yeah,
they don't.
All right, Deacon's on the phone here. Let's hear from him. Hello, Deacon. How you doing?
Well, not as good as you, obviously. Good afternoon.
If you are, but thank you.
No, well, first off, I want to preface, I'm not giving away betting advice today. We're not going to be having people throw money at Alabama State baseball or whatever they have there again.
Why not? It went so well the last time.
Well, not really. But I did want to say there were a lot of historical events that happened on May 5th, other than the birth of Lou, of course. Also, congratulations,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank you.
Cy Young threw the first perfect game on May the 5th, and also the first train robbery in the history of the U.S. happened on May 5th.
Wow. Okay. All right. It wasn't me.
There's a dissonance there.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah, that
good
was
stuff.
in the 1800s. I don't know, but also I wanted to say a lot of people were probably really mad to see you on the air today. They were thinking you were fired, probably.
And that is all the fuel I need, Deacon. That's all the fuel I need to be in here today. Is that there are people out there that are just pissed that I'm here. That is fantastic. That's what I like.
I mean, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
for a lot of people that have a lot to say about a show they don't like, they certainly listen.
That's right. Well, we're not boring. That's the deal. They may not like what we're
Correct.
saying, but we're not boring.
Hate me or love me, you watch.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Deacon. Thanks.
That is correct.
All right.
But yes, I just want to give you a history lesson for that. I'm not. I'm cutting out the gambling advice. You know,
Okay, all right.
I ruined a lot of people's Christmas and holidays,
right.
and
That's
it
right.
was a very, very bad Christmas in some households. If you decide to take my advice to put money on Alabama State versus Cincinnati.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Deacon. Good to hear from you. Appreciate
Also,
it. There you go.
Also today in history, or on May 5th in history, Spider-Man opened up in 2002, the first one of that.
That's the
that
Tobey
Sam
Maguire,
Raimi,
right?
Yeah, the Sam
Yeah,
Raimi
yeah.
trilogy, one of the best ones with Tobey Maguire. Also, West Germany, Sovereignty.
Good.
Yeah,
there you go.
go.
The Cy Young perfect game, I just looked this up, was in 1904, the first perfect game. And Secretariat won the Kentucky Derby with a record 159 and 4/5 seconds on May 5th, 1973. Moving like a tremendous machine. That was in the Belmont, but, Chick Anderson with the call.
The Three
Yeah.
Stooges released their first short film. That's a good one.
Oh, I
that
love
is
the
great.
Stooges. And with the original three, I'm not crazy about Shemp or Curly Joe Dorita or any of those. I need Larry, Moe, and Curly. Those are the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges went when Curly went. That's how I feel. And you want opinions? There's a hot one right there. A hot comedy opinion from the 50s. There you go, everybody. the Stooges aren't. That's what they argued about on First Take back then. Are the Stooges still the Stooges without Curly? No, they're terrible.
Larry can't hold it together.
That's right.
And who cares about Moe?
That's right. Moe's the instigator. Who cares? All right.
That is a fantastic way to be, though. Just pissing people off because you exist, and that's who you are. That's what Graham and Prairie Grove said. Just pissing people off because you exist. Well, I mean,
How mad are they going to be mad that there's another one?
Oh my God!
Can you imagine?
Wants one to take up your mantle.
That's right.
Oh, good.
This is how you piss people off, son. There you go. I mean, tick people off. Sorry, we can't use.
Sorry,
I can't use the naughty words, son. Come on, let's.
That's going to be so hard for me.
Keep
It's going
it
to be hard
clean
for you too.
Oh yeah. Because what's going to happen is when you're mumbling them to yourself and you think he's not listening, that's when he's listening, and then he's going to pick it up. It's not going to be out overtly, but it's when you're in the closet looking for something like. That's exactly right. That's when he's going to pick it up and be like, oh.
What'd you say? Yeah, that's going to be.
What does bleep mean? What?
Who told you? Who taught you that? You did. Oh. Say another one. Oh.
And I can't keep it together, man. When a kid curses, it's the funniest thing in the world.
Kids say the darndest thing.
I laugh every time. Ruscin and Zach.
It's Thursday, May 7th. I'm Brennan Evans. Here's what we're following tonight on 4029 News. We have an update on a training accident at Fort Chaffee where several soldiers were hurt. See how those who sprang into action to help the injured are now being honored. Weather-wise, a beautiful spring day, but rain chances return this weekend. Could it impact graduation at the U of A? What about Mother's Day? Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee has your full get-ready weather forecast. And in sports, March Madness just got a little crazier. The NCAA is expanding the men's and women's basketball tournament field from 68 to 76. But if you're wondering how it impacts brackets, these additional teams will essentially just be competing for those official opening round spots. Sports Director Armando Berry is going to break it all down for you tonight. Now don't forget you can get your news now at 4029tv.com and with our free mobile app. I'm Brandon Evans. Join me tonight on 4029 News.
Hey, if you've been thinking about upgrading your tractor or equipment, mark your calendar. Springdale Tractor Company's annual Hay Day, May 22nd. It's all happening during Kubota Orange Days. Big savings, big equipment, one day only with Springdale Tractor Company. May 22nd, demos, free food, big giveaway, and savings just for that day. Come on out and take a look at the Kubota lineup. If you've been waiting to upgrade your equipment, this is your day. May 22nd from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Springdale Tractor Company, 6160 West Sunset Avenue in Springdale.
Brothers Roofing and Restoration, a licensed and insured local roofing contractor in Arkansas. Since his playing days for the Hogs, Brother Alexander has been on rooftops, many years as an adjuster, and in the past decade as a roofing contractor. He knows how to help you through the insurance process while replacing your roof using only the industry's best materials. And being a lifelong Arkansan, he'll be here to stand behind his workmanship and warranty. Call 479-353-3877 to arrange a time for Brother and his team to inspect your roof.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Are you heavy hitters tired of being stuck in a slump? Step up to the plate and let my team and me give you that golden spikes finish you've been dreaming of. Our stylists have a golden glove touch that'll never leave you in a slump. Whether you need a quick trim or a grand slam makeover, we'll help you round the bases in style. And here's the best part. Once we've knocked your look out of the park, we're sliding into home with a free ice cold beer or root beer just for you. Don't get caught looking, slugger. Swing by and see us today where the drinks are cold and the cuts are a home run. Fantasy Sports Cuts at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www.
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
The road to the game or anywhere life takes you, accidents don't take a timeout. From fender benders to hail damage, you need a repair team you can trust. Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body has been family owned for over 40 years and proudly holds an iCar Gold Class certification, ranking them in the top 15% of collision repair shops nationwide. From dents and dings to hail damage repair, their expert technicians will have your car looking like new. Schedule your estimate today. Go to CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
When you're craving scratch-made food, 29-degree draft beer, and the best seat in the house for every game, there's only one place to go: Twin Peaks. From juicy burgers and smoked in-house wings to ice-cold brews served by the friendliest team around, Twin Peaks is your ultimate sports lodge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you never miss a moment. So grab your crew and head to Twin Peaks, where the views are great, the food hits hard, and the beer is always colder than your ex's heart. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
KAKS Goshen, Fayetteville. This is Ruscin and Zach, live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios on ESPN 99.5. Broadcasting from the Crane Automotive Team Studio, the most honest show in the history of Arkansas Talk Radio.
Baby, you are so talented, and they are so dumb.
Derek Ruskin.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Zach Arns.
Notre Dame, our mother.
Setting the standard for talk radio in the state of Arkansas.
The problem we're trying to solve is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Starts right now.
All right, we're back here on the program with Colton in for Zach today on ESPN Arkansas. 877-377-6963. Oh, looky here on the text line. A LeBron homer has texted in,
Oh,
Colton.
No.
Josh in Springdale. I love this. We are so back here. This is great. Ruscin just called 27-6-4 at 40-plus years old. Washed. Yep, still in midseason form. He's not washed. I just don't like him. And few people do. And people that are in the league don't like him.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
That's it's enough already.
I don't
Move
mind.
on.
I don't mind LeBron James. I like to put that on the record. I think
Okay,
that
good for you.
well, we have different. You have to have different conversations when you talk about LeBron James and all these different things.
Okay.
Look, the man is still good. He's obviously still 40. He's taking care of his body, but I'd rather see
His
somebody.
kid
else.
is not an NBA player.
No, he's really, truly, honestly not.
He is not.
And
He is not.
That's
No.
kind of hard to stomach the fact that he's purely there based off of his father's merit.
Like
But-
we were talking about, I saw a funny text come in and it distracted me. We were talking about sons better than their father. He's not one of them. Okay.
No.
Yeah, he is. Like you say what you want about Joe Buck. At least he can do the job. Now you may not like the way he does the job, but he can get the thing on and off the air, and he's not going to say anything stupid. You may not like him, but at least he got the job because of his dad, and he can do the job. Bronny James got the job because of his dad, and he cannot do the job. So that's
not very well. No.
No, he's not. He's not that good. But anyway, I love that.
LeBron James is the Richard Simmons of basketball,
Wow.
according to Nate and Bill.
What does that mean?
I have no clue.
His shorts aren't that short.
No. Maybe,
I don't know what that means.
Maybe sweating to the oldies, but he's an oldie now. I don't really know.
I mean, Richard Simmons has better hair than LeBron. I think
By
that is
far.
well
That's by
documented.
far.
How many plugs that guy's had to
Mhm.
put in?
Probably has more rhinestones per square inch of fabric.
Yes,
on his
I think
clothing
so,
as well
yeah.
too. But
Yeah.
that's hard to beat anyway.
Now this is a complete total non sequitur, but I wonder what happened to all of Richard Simmons' what do you call it, wardrobe upon his passing.
You think that's one of those things they have in the Smithsonian somewhere, like next?
Oh,
to,
like next to Mr. Rogers' sweater.
Yeah.
And like
Or Cosby
the
sweater.
the Starship Enterprise. Don't no.
Yeah, but
I think that's been removed.
All the neat historical things they have
Archie
there.
Bunker's chair, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, all the neat things they have in there.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe
Richard
so.
Simmons exhibit, sure.
They probably have a museum for him somewhere,
Maybe.
or like a hall.
I don't know.
Do you have a library, or is that just for presidents?
No, I don't know
Okay.
if there's just a Richard Simmons library. I don't know. Oh, man. All right. I don't know why that just occurred to me. I wonder what happened to all that stuff. Because he had a lot of outfits.
He sure did.
Or wardrobe. What do you want to call it?
Wore a lot of hats, if you will.
Tank tops.
Tank tops, I guess. I like to keep that fro going.
Where did they go?
Hmm.
I don't think he had heirs. So, who got the stuff? What?
I just thinking about hairs, and I just thought it was like hairs. He had plenty of
Yeah,
hairs.
yeah, he did have
all
that
over his
too.
chest and everywhere.
Here's a potential poll question for today: bigger baby, my baby Lou, or Aaron Rodgers? That is what we're.
That's a good one.
Thank
He's
you.
coming
Yeah.
back, right? He's going to be still.
Well, the report is that Aaron Rodgers will. I love this stuff. Man's 40 some odd years old. Aaron Rodgers will take a visit with Pittsburgh this weekend and play for them this season, according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. He's on a recruiting visit. What are they going to do? They're going to take him to some restaurant he hasn't been to yet in Pittsburgh? Like, these grown-ups, like, I get it, and I have zero. Let me be very clear about this. The high school kids that go through these recruiting deals, awesome. Get after it, because you've never been to some of these places. You may never get to go there again and be treated with the total, full compliments of the staff and everything.
Traditional recruiting.
That's cool. And if you want to take, and if your coach wants to get in a photo booth and take stupid photos with you for the internet, whatever, fine. But when grown men, yes, like Brian Kelly dancing or whatever it was, yes.
He's using AI now to help him get a next job. I read that the other day.
Really?
He's talking to Claude, helping him out.
Well, good luck to him.
Yeah.
But grown men that go on these recruiting trips, it is so stupid. It's just it is absurd to, and this started with LeBron when he went to Miami and all the people they were putting on, and then all those guys with the Clippers got all these recruiting visits when you're a grown person. This is just idiotic to me.
And why would Aaron Rodgers need to be? Why would he need to be like wowed by anybody? This guy. No. When Aaron Rodgers was at his peak, there was probably no better arm talent in the NFL at the time. I think that's one of my opinions that I'll stand to forever. But Now he's 40 years old. He's coming off multiple seasons where he's been injured half the time, and he's not played at the same level because the guy has gotten old.
Yeah, he can't do the job anymore.
He doesn't have the same level of ability that he once had to escape the pocket, to be mobile, to get the ball downfield with crazy arm angles and insane arm strength that wowed us every time. Why would anybody be like, just like chomping at the bit to go get washed goods? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
He's turning into Boomer Esiason with the Cardinals.
Oh.
Or Emmitt Smith with the Cardinals. It's just, it's painful to watch this. And he's on in big, TV windows because, Aaron Rodgers, Steelers, big fan base. But just watching the offense in mud is just, it's so tedious to watch a football game.
Does he still do McAfee all the time? Is he still on there all the time?
No, well, last year he quit doing that
right.
because he wanted it to be about football, but not about the stupid stuff he was saying on Tuesdays on McAfee's show. So I don't know, but he's going on now. Is this an official visit or an unofficial visit with Pittsburgh this weekend? We need to. Because, the NCAA wants to know.
Wow.
Which is it?
He'll roll around in some clay somewhere like Adobe or something, and he'll just end up, like smoking some peyote and finding the right answer.
Does he go into the cave after the Pittsburgh meeting, or has he already been in the cave?
I think you need to meditate beforehand. And then you come
so
back
he's
out.
probably already been in the
Clarity.
cave
Yeah.
for a week or whatever to do his darkness retreat. Listen, I understand getting away from it all, but this is a little extreme. You go to a cave?
You've never had the urge to go spelunking? To explore a cave?
This is not like a cave. There's like a shower in there.
Oh, it's a luxury cave.
It's a place for rich people to go.
It's in War Eagle Cavern. I mean, this is real deal.
This isn't Blanchard Springs.
More like underground, like bunker, like
it's like an Airbnb sort of thing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Only more. I think we looked up the place when this happened, and it's like it caters to the people who have too much money, more money than sense. But anyway,
fly your private jet right in there and land in the middle of the cave.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course.
Like Batman.
I'm in the middle of wilderness. Yeah, there's a runway 100 feet away. Yeah, you're really in the middle of wilderness here. Chase wants to know how much the Steelers are going to spend on balloons during Aaron Rodgers' visit. What a great text. Way to go, Chase.
That's true.
Yes. Because if we know one thing about football players, they love balloons. We don't know why, but they just love them. That's why these schools spend. Well, you can't be outspent by Baylor on balloons. That'd just be embarrassing. It's an arms race, all the way down to helium. We got the best helium in Division I. God, sports are a lot of fun, but man, they're stupid sometimes. They just are absurd, and we just keep going back over and over again.
Red from Van Buren says that old Rodgers makes old Favre look better and better each year he doesn't retire.
Okay. How do you... Yeah, that is true.
Old Favre was pretty bad, I'm not going to lie.
But he did get to that NFC Championship game when
Sure
the
did.
Saints beat him, and then he just got the crap knocked out of him on that.
Well, that was the Bounty Gate Saints, right? So I mean, they were gunning for him no matter what. They were going to take him. They were going to hit him right where it hurts.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Let's see here. You can text us. Call us 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Ruscin and Zach. I can't read that, Abner. Thank you. And Abner, I'm sorry that I totally ignored you the other day when you were here. But there was a matter of much urgency that needed my attention. Let's see here. JT on the LeBron talk earlier. He only plays 30 games a year. That's why he can still play.
That's true.
That's a fair point.
Load management,
Yeah. Clorox wants us to redo the opening.
Takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Those audio files are lost.
Yeah, that's right. It's
I don't think we
gone.
can find those.
It's gone forever. That's true. Let's see here. I do have something I want to bring up here that just makes me laugh. Have you seen this story with the Pope and the bank? I know that sounds like the start.
Sounds like a start of a terrible joke. So
have you heard the one about the Pope and the bank?
I have not. No.
Okay, there's a story here in the in USA Today. It's been about a year. Tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of Pope Leo being elected.
The new Pope, correct?
Yes, the current Pope from Chicago.
The White Sox fan.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yeah. Put it on the board.
Chicago, where Ty is, where all this turmoil is happening right now with our company.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yes. Well, he's playing the fiddle while Rome burns. Just kidding. No, it's a joke. I'm just messing around.
We're not burning. There's embers.
So, Pope, you don't think about this stuff when you're like a super famous person, like the Pope, and very important. The Pope had to move like some banking around because he's the Pope, and so 2 months into being a Pope, Father Tom McCarthy was relaying this story. He was close to Pope Leo back in Chicago. 2 months into being the Pope, Pope Leo personally called a bank. He had to change his phone number and his address.
Oh.
He went through all the security questions, but the lady, he actually got a human on customer service. That's a win. Said he'd have to come down to the bank in person to make these changes.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that.
He said he couldn't, but she said, that's our policy. So then he goes, what if I told you I'm the Pope? The do you know who I am card.
Mm-hmm. Got to use it every now and then. If you have it, you have to use that card.
She hung up on it.
Oh.
This woman hung up on the Pope trying to change his banking info.
Well, I imagine if you work at a bank, you occasionally get some crank calls like, you know who this is? This is the president of Mozambique. Like, give me the money,
right.
So
I'm a rich Nigerian prince.
I'm asking for your help.
That's right, yes.
Oh,
if you're
my
rich, you don't
goodness.
need my help. So
did he get his money? Did he get
the
it figured
woman
out,
hung
though?
up. The bank would not budge, but Pope Leo then, another classic customer service move. This guy is really like, he went through all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them who you are, and then he goes, I'm going to have to take my business elsewhere. And finally, they're like, okay.
He
we can
leveraged the bank. It's so smart.
We can verify you are actually the Pope, and they were able to help him change his address and phone number, and not have to come down to the main branch on Thacker Drive or whatever it is.
And you can verify that he's a real American, too, because he didn't want to take any guff from customer service.
But did the
That's right.
Pope have to verify he's not a robot? Because that's what I want to know. You know what I mean?
You type in those letters and numbers that just make no sense and have to get a different one every time.
Did
I
the
can't read
Pope
that.
have to hit all the little pictures with the bicycle?
Oh, my God. Which one of these pictures shows a road, Golly. And you click all of them, and you think those are all the roads there. And sure enough, you've missed some little corner of pavement in one tiny corner of the
That's
upper
right,
right
yes.
thing. And it
No good.
shuts
You're
you
starting
down.
over.
All the the SWAT team descends on your house, and they think you're a robot.
Hit all the pictures with stop signs in them, please.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Put a green stop sign in there. That one doesn't count.
But yes, the Pope got it all worked out. But the Pope going through customer service, you don't think about, well, if you move, you got to change your banking. And he did. He played the "Do you know who I am" card, and I'll have to take my business elsewhere card.
Got some money out and went to watch a Sox game. Had a hot dog, I'm sure.
That's right. Doesn't the I don't know how it works at one of these call centers, but on my phone, if it's unknown, it would say like maybe Vatican.
Yeah,
like would that not pop up on their screen there?
Maybe Pope Leo. I think that that's unless the Pope doesn't.
Who
have
is this?
Yeah. Who in the world could be calling me? Yeah, that's I get those all the time too, and I usually just ignore them. But yeah, that's
Cody's
I can't imagine that.
Cody's got a great thought. I wonder if the Pope gets robocalls about extending his car's warranty.
He probably does.
Or his home
Pope-mobile.
insurance. Yeah, that's right.
The Pope Mobile.
We
yeah.
could save you $650 on. Thank you. Wow.
I imagine that's insured by a higher power.
Yes, that's probably true. Absolutely. Rhett says it must be hard to schedule anything. Tommy and Ty are on perpetual vacation. Would you like to field that one?
Yeah, those two lead the league, don't they?
That's not fair.
I feel sorry for our listeners who have to suffer through me, but not much else they can do.
Oh Lord, no, it's fine.
We could put on Amber and Ian, I guess, or whoever else is on at that time. I don't even know who it is.
Yeah, who is on now? I don't even know. It was, well, they had Greeny on, but he was doing the show about twice a month.
Greeny
and it was
never
still called
there.
Greeny.
Still called Greeny. Yeah,
know,
it's
right,
the dumbest thing in the world. That's when I first started here. He'd be like, we're putting Greeny on. I'd be listening.
And you know, the
every
funny
day.
thing about all
Never
that
there.
was all Greeny would talk about is how much he loved radio. And I can't wait to get back to doing radio. And, and he was a great radio host. He's in the Hall of Fame.
He is.
But you can't tell me you love doing radio and then you do it 2 days a month. Like you don't love it that much.
No.
I mean, come on, man. Honestly. But yeah. And he broke up Mike and Mike, I believe. I don't think Golic had anything to do with it.
No, that was all him.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. 16 after the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. 8-7. I don't know why Mike Greenberg caught a stray here, but here we are.
It happens. He was bound to eventually.
Probably so.
Everybody is. Stick around long enough.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's pause here. Let's do that.
Okay.
Because I'm out of bullets, and it's a good time to take a break here on Ruscin and Zach. Hold on. Jamie says he loves radio almost as much as TV money. Yeah, sure. Of course he does.
Yeah.
All right, Sterling Bank. Sterling Bank, when it comes to your banking, you deserve an experience that puts you first. And that's what you get at Sterling Bank. Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, and in Little Rock. Sterling Bank steps up to the plate with personal service, local decisions, and a commitment that lasts longer than a season because they're not just bankers. They're your friends, your neighbors, and part of the team helping our communities grow and thrive. From home plate to your front door, they're deeply invested in the people, businesses, and organizations that make Northwest Arkansas and Central Arkansas thrive. So, if you're looking for local, friendly banking that truly fits your needs, Sterling Bank. Stop by Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, and now open in Little Rock, or go to stirbank.bank to learn more. I didn't mean to do the banking story after the Pope Bank, but hey, this is the way it works.
Sterling Bank would know it's the Pope.
They would know, and
they wouldn't give him any guff. They'd give him his money.
That's exactly right. Right this way, sir. Sterling Bank Okay. Sterling Bank is proud to be your community bank. Season after season. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Bud, you're on the air. My thoughts exactly.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's lunchboxes are going to people's heads. Because once they've indulged in the mainstays of the $5 box, the decadence of the $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box with its monumental triple-double crunch wrap, they start expecting everything to be as Lutz. Don't let the Lutz go to your head.
Where's the doorman?
There is no doorman.
That's why we're waiting.
Let's go. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for. Only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
/Eisen. This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for. Only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Okay, we're back here on the program with Colton Little. I'm Derek Ruscin, 877-377-6963. Some breaking news here. I don't have all the sound effects. Zach knows where they are.
Oh, I know where they are, too.
And he doesn't know how to label any of
them. I don't want to get in there.
But some breaking news. Tomorrow's Arkansas baseball game against Oklahoma has been moved to 4 o'clock. That's p.m., obviously, but I'll clarify for whether it's a.m. or p.m. It's 4 o'clock tomorrow. There's supposed to be weather tomorrow night in Northwest Arkansas. So 4 o'clock, and it'll be on the radio at 3:30. I've just had this confirmed to me by sources, let's just say, because it sounds cooler that way. 4 o'clock tomorrow for Arkansas baseball against Oklahoma, game 1. So that's
The Sooners.
Traffic should be delightful tomorrow with
Oh,
graduation and baseball and all these people.
I was about to ask if you were going this weekend, then I forgot that there's some other things.
I will
you
not
might
be
need to
going.
attend.
No,
Okay,
I will not
okay.
be going to
All right.
graduation this weekend. No,
I meant the
do not.
baseball game. I didn't figure you were going to graduation.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think
Not
I'll be
that
going
either, though. Okay.
I don't think I'm going to the baseball game either. No. My wife and I went on last Saturday.
I know. I saw a picture of the back of your head.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Yeah, it's really
that's
fun.
Gucci Road, Greg.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But she told me, she was like, "This is the last game I'm going to." Like, not because she thought the kid would be born next week, but like
You got to take it easy when you get to 9 months or 8 months.
Yeah,
you got to kick back a little bit.
She's just like, this is, just.
It's hard to maneuver in and out of those places.
Yeah.
It does. It's very difficult.
And those chairs are very small and very old.
Not very up to date.
Yeah, that's right.
But they're green, so they won't fade. Thanks, Norm.
That's right. Although they're fading.
They are a little bit.
Some of them are.
Been 30 years.
Yeah. Yes. At least they're not metal bleachers, because that would look really.
That would hurt.
They'd look
Oh,
cheap,
man.
They did that right.
Mm-hmm.
They did that right. Let's see here. Wes is voting for Ruscin and Zach from 11 to 6.
Wes, take a lap.
God almighty,
Get out of
Wes.
here.
What are you doing to us?
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
How about 11 to 6, 2 days a week? That's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, and Tuesday and Wednesday, not even staggered days. We're just going to do them in the middle of the
just
week.
middle of the week when there's bring
happening.
up the middle of the week numbers or something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
the driest part of the news cycle, typically. That's
That's when you want to do 7 hours.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. And it's not like the other shows where we could do 11 to 6 because there's 40 callers that we take every hour. You can't do that because we don't stay on a topic long enough to get callers.
No,
because we both have undiagnosed ADD. I think Zach and I, but that's okay.
I have 80. Yeah, ADHD.
Oh yeah.
Hyperactive.
Very much so.
I'm told.
Okay. God, there was a couple of things I wanted to bring up here, and I don't remember what they were now.
Chandler wanted to know if they can call you daddy now.
That's a little weird.
I'm gonna put a nix on that as well.
Yeah,
No,
let's
thanks.
go. We're gonna go a
No,
no-go on that. Oh, my dad wants to know: does the Pope get texts about his overdue turnpike tolls? Have you gotten that one?
The ones from Arizona or like Nebraska, or like
Oh,
New
they're like,
Mexico.
yeah, you owe this.
Yeah, Arizona paid play, and I'm like, I've never been to Arizona in my life.
That's right. Yeah, that's where the scam doesn't work. But if it's Oklahoma, it's at least believable.
Makes me think. I
because
gotta
you
scratch my head a little
you
bit.
got to
Yeah.
remember, like, well, wait a minute, because I did 2 years ago. I did go cover a football game in Muskogee, Oklahoma. So I'm like, I thought I paid that thing, but
And you blew right through the tolls, didn't you? You didn't pay them for a second.
well, you don't pay in Oklahoma.
They
It's
tag you
all
later
it's
on,
all
yeah.
automated. Yeah, yeah. You don't have to stop at.
They
You don't
tag
have
you.
you don't have to sit there with 36 quarters in your car.
Count them out.
That's right.
Some
yeah.
lady sitting there with no teeth trying to make sure she can count them too, and
Yeah.
that's never a good time.
Or Oklahoma had the big bucket that you could throw the coins in.
Throw them in as you
But then
drive
you'd
by.
miss, and it'd be on the ground. And you're like, well, wait, 225. Now,
Yeah.
now I'm down 25.
Yeah.
Now where am I going to find another quarter?
Get
And
you a
you're
quarter
holding
when
up
I
the
come
line.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I'll hit you on the back. And then that bell goes off, and you're like, God, what'd I do? I'm sorry.
Send the boys in blue after you. In Oklahoma, they don't play around. They have a quota to meet.
That's right. Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Yes. Let's see here. But yeah, that's that I don't know if the Pope gets spam calls on his cell phone or not.
Oh, Big Mike said he'll call when he's had enough sleep. So
Good. That's
sleep
right.
tight.
Yeah.
Sleep
Big
prince.
Mike, he said he had an hour of sleep.
Ah, poor
so
guy.
that's not enough.
We-
That's more than I had.
You better get used to that.
No. That's less than I've had.
No.
1 hour. So that's not good. You need to get that sleep. It's very important. That's how that goes. And here's another problem with the whole toll booth scam. In Arkansas, we don't have toll booths.
Not a single one.
No. If you get this, it's like, oh, I better pay that. No, we don't have any toll booths here. So that's not legitimate. I looked in. I got this note. I didn't click the link.
That's good. That's your first mistake if you click the link.
The first thing I did was go to the revenue office website, and at the very top of the page was a banner, such and such scam.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well now I know the answer. Thank you for taking care of that. I got to say honestly, this revenue office has really around here
Up their game.
They have figured it out.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Derek.
Please.
I went in 5 or 6 days ago or so, and I was in there for literally 10 minutes. They have a separate line now for people that are just doing the normal stuff, re-registering your vehicles, simple stuff like that. Everybody else doing titles for deeds and stuff like that.
Yes, or having to register an antique boat.
Yes,
those people. Yeah,
they've put you in a completely different place. You don't have to waste the rest of our normal people's time.
Right.
The rest of us who aren't. Trying to register, what was it, the SSS?
The unforeseen circumstances. Yes,
those of us who aren't trying to do that, we're just trying to get in and get out and get my Chevy Trax, up to date.
That's exactly right.
I'm just trying to make sure that was good. But you're right; it has been so streamlined. You can make appointments now. You can go in, do it online, walk in. You don't have to take a number anymore.
No,
God, doesn't taking a number suck?
Right.
You walk in, you take a number, it says 87. You look up, the number says 12, and you go.
Yeah, and a little bit of your soul dies.
It dies
Not
right
anymore,
there.
though.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. No, it's amazing. So let's give. You know what? I'm in a generous mood now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give them some praise. And by the way, where I've gone here in Springdale, the people are nice.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a woman that walks around like helping people get to the right spots because it's all new and you got to scan a thing when you get there and not pull a number anymore. There are no more numbers to pull.
No more numbers.
And if you do the appointment, it'll be like 15, 20 minutes, and maybe not even that.
That might be being a little bit long. I literally, like I said, 10 minutes. I was in and out of there very easy. The woman was nice as could be. She laughed at my jokes. She was happy to be there. She was chipper.
Right.
She had a very positive demeanor, and it made my day much better.
I happened to over here when the last time I was there, the woman next to me had just gotten married.
Oh.
And she was changing her name.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, they have to read part of the deal or whatever. So the guy there was sitting down at the computer, and he's like, "Now I have to read this," but and it was something about would you say this guy is insane or crazy? Like you had to read some sort of thing about that, and it's like he's like there was a funny exchange, but obviously everything was good and everything, but it was just funny to hear him. It's like, is he crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Are you crazy? They make me have to ask this stuff. I don't know, but anyway.
Good question.
Yeah.
Probably should I think couples should get asked that a lot more frequently when they start to get married and change their names. Might save a lot of paper. Might save a lot of documentation.
Yeah, that's right. Ben says there's never a reason to go to the revenue office. It can all be done online or via the telephone.
Yeah, for the most part, that's very
true.
true.
But sometimes, I moved a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to move from one county to the other and make sure, is there a tax here? What do I have to do? All that stuff. So,
I do the same thing, moving from Crawford County up here to Washington County.
Yes, yeah. So I've never moved to another state. I wonder how complicated that is. Like if you were in Fort Smith and you moved over to, Roland or something, then you have to, because at least if you move Arkansas to Arkansas, all the stuff talks to each other and you can maybe get some sort of quick something or another. But,
my wife, she's from Dallas, but not like Dallas. So I mean, God, it's the worst. She talks about that. And Texas people, when they get together, they're from Dallas. All they do is talk about roads. All they do is talk about cross streets. It's the most annoying possible thing in the world. And I mean, anyway, that's what she does. But she's moved, here several years ago. She just got an Arkansas driver's license like 2 years ago, and she's been living here for 6 or 7 years. So that process was a lot more difficult than it was for me to just walk into the revenue office and say, "Fix this for me," and they did it. So.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you can get in here at 877-377-6963, Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Ruscin and Zach. Colton in for Zach today and tomorrow here on ESPN Arkansas. And I guess about half of our show will be web only tomorrow and on 99.5 in Northwest Arkansas because of the baseball game being moved up due to weather that's expected to impact Northwest Arkansas tomorrow night.
But we'll be here to give you riveting coverage of what's happening.
Oh, of course we will. Yes, that's right here. So that's what we got to deal with there. What is this? I saw something about this here with this. So forever there's been Hog Stats, which it's basketball, like obscure and also like box scores and roster like Razorback men's basketball. And now there's a baseball like version of that or something.
Yeah, Corey Stewart, who's if you're a if you're a YouTuber, if you're like me, if you've spent plenty of nights reminiscing great, Hog baseball memories, or for football and basketball, we have War Machine, and then for baseball, it's Corey Stewart, who goes by Stu Hog. He has released, he's been working on this for a long time, months and months and months. It's called Beer Hat Stats, which is a great name. And worked on that one for a long time, and it came out perfect. And I logged on to here just a minute ago, and it has every single possible Razorback baseball stat that you could want, going back to, we talked about this earlier, but almost the very begining. And so I reached out to Corey, to Stu Hog, and I'm going to have him on the show with me and Tommy tomorrow morning to talk a little bit more about this. But it is super cool. If you're into the whole analytics side of baseball, if you like those kind of stats and kind of following along with that, seeing where seasons match up season to season, this is fantastic. Because I'm going to log on here real quick again and just look and see what's on here for you. It's got rosters, by season every year. And I'm still scrolling. I'm into 2003. Boyd Goodner, Ben Duvall, Brady Toops. It's Brady got, Toops, and you click on these names and it shows their entire stats every single year. It's got series results. It's got home and away splits, all types of different things on here, man. Stu Hogg, Corey Stewart, he worked for a long time on this. And if you're into that kind of stuff when it comes to baseball, you haven't really seen a whole lot of this from in the college game so far, but thanks to the great fans here of Razorback baseball, you have this now with Corey Stewart and beerhatstats.com. I would give it a Google.
Yeah, I noticed. So the War Machine, he doesn't put videos of losses up very often.
He doesn't.
Very rarely.
Corey Stewart does. Stewart puts them up, all of them.
Yes, and I have noticed that the loss videos are not seen as much as the win videos in baseball. That's very interesting to me. It's very interesting to me. It actually it kind of leads into something. I didn't get to one of the things I was going to do. So Tuesday, Ty was going to be here till 5, and then I was going to do the 5 o'clock hour by myself, and I was going to use that time to geek out on announcer stuff and talk about John Sterling, who died on Monday. But everything worked out differently, and today I had some time to see some more clips, and this is kind of appropriate to what we were talking about here with the who watches the wins and the losses thing. So this is Michael Kay, who did games with John Sterling on radio initially and now does them on TV for Yes. And I know the Yankees, who cares? But it's bigger than that. This is a funny. He has a couple funny stories about John Sterling, and this is one of them regarding getting so down after losses. What happened with that?
I once asked him. I said, John, why do you get so upset when the Yankees lose? They don't care if we have a bad broadcast. Why do you get so upset? He goes, Michael, my boy, let me explain something to you. If the Yankees win, then all of a sudden, we'll be bringing good news to people. And when you bring good news to people, then they like you. And if the fans like you, you're going to have a job for a long time. And boy, was he right.
That's right.
Very true.
If you're bringing good news, they like you. So that was kind of funny to think about there with the videos and everything.
I don't always subscribe to this, to the belief that you guys have that like occasionally losing is better for content, which it by in a way is. But I think I subscribe to that as well, where I would rather be doing. I've done post-game shows with Ashton several times this year for basketball, and I personally had a lot more fun during the games where we won rather than the Alabama game we had to do where it took like 4 hours and they lost by 2 points and Darius Acuff had 59,000 points, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But I always hated to come on the air after that and be like, well, gosh, it's stupid old me. Let me try and make some sense of this for you here, listener. Like, I was never very good at that, but I like that, and I'm not a Yankees fan by any means, but I do appreciate a great broadcaster, and Sterling, he was absolutely one of the best. You as an aspiring broadcaster, a guy that's not got to do a lot of play-by-play and is surely hoping to, as my professionalism gets a little bit better and I get a lot better at this job, I aspire to have as memorable of a call as what he does when Yankees win. That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. We'll pause right here. We'll get back to this in a moment because I have some more things I want to say about this. 20 minutes till the hour of Colton in for Zach, Ruscin and Zach.
Live from an undisclosed location with questionable supervision, it's Ruscin and Zach, driven by the Crane Automotive Team Studios.
Hey everyone, Josh Earnhardt here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Do you like doing business with local companies? Did you know that AAA Business Systems is one of only a few truly local office technology providers in Northwest Arkansas? Ask your current technology provider where their corporate office is, and let's keep your money in Northwest Arkansas. Buy local, support local. Call us today at 479-442-4185, and remember, anything else is just a copy.
At some point, you stopped calling it pain and started calling it just how I am now. Hi, Tommy Kraft for QC Kinetics. You know, that's not okay. And deep down, you know it too. I'd love to lead you back to the normal you, the one that was active and carefree. So let's get started now with an introduction to the medical team at QC Kinetics and their long-lasting regenerative treatments. They're helping patients with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, their shoulders, hips, and lower back. Now they're moving, sleeping, golfing, running without surgery or long recoveries. No operating room, no hardware, no watching summer come and go from the recliner. Just getting back to being you. The version of you that doesn't map out a route based on where you consider even avoid stairs. Call QC Kinetics. Better starts here and schedule your free consultation today. 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
Dean Rollins for Superior Ford in Siloam Springs. We're known for the lowest price on a new Ford in Northwest Arkansas.
Now get over $10,000 off MSRP on every new 2026 Ford Explorer in stock, or take over $7,000 off the all-new 2026 Ford Bronco Sport. That's starting at $25,995. Nobody sells a new Ford for less. Shop us first. Superior Ford, NWA.com.
Superior Ford. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
In commercial real estate, every day counts. Whether you're a developer, lender, attorney, or advisor, you need due diligence done fast and done right. Blue is a trusted commercial due diligence provider across the industry. From Alta surveys and civil engineering to environmental and property condition assessments, we deliver it all. In-house, nationwide. Headquartered right here in Northwest Arkansas, no delays, no middlemen. Choose Blue. Visit blueinc.com to schedule your project today. That's BLEWINC.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or
Hi,
prevent any
this is
disease.
Eric Mabry with Halo Wealth Management. We represent clients all over Arkansas, including ESPN Zone Tie. We're based right here in Rogers. When was the last time you made a forward-thinking tax decision? Our clients do that. When was the last time someone explained to you how Medicare works? We do that. Call our team at Halo Wealth Management today, 479-335-5496, or visit our website at halowealthmanagement.nm.com, guiding your wealth with care every step of the way. Halo Wealth Management. Financial representatives do not render tax advice. Consult a tax professional for tax advice that's specific to your situation. Eric Mabry uses Halo Wealth Management as a marketing name for doing business as a representative of Northwestern Mutual.
The weather is brought to you by the Springdale Public Schools.
Hi there, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist R.B. Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. What a beautiful day out there today. A lot of sunshine tonight. Going to be a cool one. Not as cold as last night, but certainly chilly. Lows drop in the mid-40s by tomorrow morning. As you get to Friday afternoon, get a nice south breeze, some sunshine, highs in the mid-to-upper 70s, so a little bit warmer for us. Chance for a shower or storm by Friday evening. We'll watch that. As we get into Saturday, though, looks quiet again for the most part. Highs back to low 80s before more rain chances return Saturday night into Mother's Day. That's your Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
Kindergarten is a big step, and we're here to make it their best. At Springdale Public Schools, safety is our priority, with caring staff in every hallway. Our award-winning teachers ignite a love for reading, giving every child the tools to unlock their genius. Because a culture of excellence means every child is known by name, cherished, and supported. Give your child a confident start in a community that cares.
ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach. Okay, so just to kind of clean up the John Sterling conversation, who passed away on Monday, but again, I didn't get to talk about him on Tuesday because I wasn't here. But, you know, for whatever reason, I'm not a Yankee fan, but I found myself listening to him and Susan, and they were a very strange pairing. But it worked. It was really odd, but it worked. And I enjoyed, first of all, just some technical things. Number one, a very easy listen. That voice was velvet. Susan, I thank you. And he really did this, Colton. He would do the cup your hand over the ear thing when he talked.
While, the entire time.
The whole time he would do it. Well, thank you, Susan. So it was just, but you know what? Like, I don't care about Yankees Angels on a Tuesday night at Yankee Stadium, but he made it, like, he put on a show. At the end of the day, even in sports, and there are so many people that don't understand this, that they know you just get on there and, you know, talk about stats and keys of the game and whatnot. At the end of the day, this is all a show. We are doing entertainment. People want to be, to some extent, entertained.
That's the E in ESPN, I think.
That's exactly right. You are doing a show. So you have to put on a show. And he made the games, like, it's not stodgy Yankee baseball. He starts, you know, singing about a Broadway tune. Or he did it. He put on a show. He was a showman when he did these games. And, you know,
start spreading the news.
He screwed up a few times as he got into his 80s. But I can't see 10 feet from me, much less 450 feet away.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, until the very end, inning in, inning out, you always got the information you needed. You knew the count, you knew who was batting, you knew what was going on. He never really had that steep decline that so many people have that hang on way too long. He was a showman. He put on a show on a baseball game, and too many people don't do that. I was listening. I don't know if I should say which major league broadcast I was listening to. It was the most boring thing I've ever heard in my life a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I turned it on a weekend. It's like, here's the pitch. Outside. It sounded like Grok was doing the game. It was so boring.
We're very close to that, Derek. Let me tell you, that's not too far down the road.
2 balls, 1 strike on the batter. Like, there was no...
This is a game of baseball.
There was no panache. There was no personality to it. It was just 2 boring guys doing a baseball game.
And when you do baseball, like specifically baseball in itself, the pace of the game, it's slower, even with the pitch clock, even with things being sped up. You have to be able to fill in the blank spaces. You have to be able to illustrate something out of nothing. You have to be able to make life out of, not death, but absolutely nothing. And so, like you said, bringing up a show tune, talking about things that happened, you know, remembering players from the 70s and how they're alike to players now. Like, it takes a special type of skill to do that. And when you combine that with golden pipes like he had, you're going to have some of the best broadcasts that you ever are fortunate enough to hear. And that's what... all the greatest broadcasters that I've aspired to and that I've stolen from, outright
we all
stolen
do it.
from,
We all steal,
outright just like literally pilfered from.
Yes.
All those ones that I do, they have always made me care about the game. Even like you said, when it's the Yankees and the Angels, and I don't give a rat's you-know-what about who is playing for either one of those teams, you start to care because, man, this guy makes the entertainment value of it. This guy makes the intense moments more intense and the funny moments more hilarious and enjoyable, and it takes a special type of cat to kind of do that.
And here's the great thing about John and Susan, too, that it's so many nowadays, and particularly, a couple years ago, the Orioles had a stink because their Oriole announcer read a note about the Rays that was positive and got suspended for reading from the game notes. So everybody's so scared of making people mad. When the Yankees played bad, John and Susan talked about, boy, they cannot hit. Susan, they cannot hit.
Very blunt.
They would say it. And when they were good, obviously they were good, but there are so many people that are just afraid of saying they're not playing well right now. And they would actually go and do that. And a couple other things I just loved. I swear to you, I heard this happen. I don't have any tape on it. But Susan, one of the parts of the broadcast would be like a third inning or so. Susan would do the out-of-town scores, scoreboard update. So she would drop in and do the scores between pitches. And I swear to you, Colton, I think this happened. I hope this happened. It made me laugh. He would interrupt mid-score to get a pitch in. So what you would hear is like Boston leading Chicago. Here's the 2-1 outside, and it's 3-1. 4-1 Red Sox. Like, he would go right in. He had to get the pitch in. You could not miss one pitch, and you couldn't be behind. You had to get it. It made me laugh so much. But God, he was good. And everybody focuses on Yankees win. You talked about the song. There's an old Harry Belafonte song called "Zombie Jamboree," and whenever the Yankees would go hit back-to-back home runs, he would go back-to-back. And belly to belly, which is a lyric in this 70-year-old song. And it just made me smile because it's so obscure. And it's funny to me. I don't know. Some people didn't like him. That's fine. Two of my favorite baseball announcers ever. Zach and I have been talking about Hawk Harrelson behind the scenes here from the White Sox for the last few weeks. I loved hearing Hawk do a game. And I love listening to John Sterling, too. And I know, and I love Jack Buck like a lot of y'all do. And I love, the TBS guys with Pete and Skip and everybody. But I also loved, and of course, Vin Scully's Vin Scully. I used to love, when I did TV, when I'd go home from work after the 10 o'clock news, Vin did the first 3 innings on radio and TV by himself. So if the game timed out right, 9:30 start Central, you could hear an inning, maybe half an inning of Vin doing both on radio.
Beautiful.
And then he would be like, well, here with the 4th inning is Rick and Charlie. And he had to go to Charlie Steiner and Rick Bunday to do the rest of the game. But it was good. So you would listen on dinner break. I'd listen to John and Susan, and going home from work, I would listen in the summer to Vin Scully. But yeah, I really enjoyed him. And I know he was a punching bag for a lot of times, but he made me laugh, and he put on a show. I couldn't turn it off. I didn't care about the game, but he was putting on a show. He was entertaining me in the car, and that's the name of the game.
Guys like that, they're some of the last of the Mohicans. It takes a special type of person to do that, and baseball specifically, like I said, with the pace of the game and everything, and
you've got time.
You've got all the time in the world, and also people love listening to sports on the radio, but most specifically baseball. It's ingrained in our society. It's ingrained in what radio truly is here in this country. Right. So that's just one of those things where you have a legend like Sterling, and then to be able to do it for so long. Yeah. I mean, some of the reports were that he could have kept going, wanted to keep going after he retired, but there's just after a while, sometimes it gets hard to keep up with your age, and so that's an unfortunate thing that happens.
Well, yeah, it's just hard to get around. Much less getting on
hike all the way up the damn stairs,
going in and
he had 5 years old. What the hell am I doing in Milwaukee?
Right, it's right. Yeah, exactly. And there's another guy that for as long as he could, man, he showed up. He did every spring training game, regular season game, and postseason. He did them all, like 5,000 in a row, which is insane.
That's so many.
But he did it. All right. Ruscin and Zach, 877-377-6963. Colton and for Zach today. The podcast is brought to you by 479 Equipment Company in Fayetteville, right off of I-49, the home of Bad Boy Mowers. 479 Equipment, the Holman family, taking care of you at 479 Equipment in Fayetteville, right off of Exit 65, 479equipment.com. Okay, we'll come back and we'll talk about a national disgrace, expanding March Madness, in just a moment.
It's Thursday, May 7th. I'm Brandon Evans. Here's what we're following tonight on 4029 News. We have an update on a training accident at Fort Chaffee where several soldiers were hurt. See how those who sprang into action to help the injured are now being honored. Weather-wise, a beautiful spring day, but rain chances return this weekend. Could it impact graduation at the U of A? What about Mother's Day? Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee has your full get-ready weather forecast. And in sports, March Madness just got a little crazier. The NCAA is expanding the men's and women's basketball tournament field from 68 to 76. But if you're wondering how it impacts brackets, These additional teams will essentially just be competing for those official opening round spots. Sports Director Armando Berry is going to break it all down for you tonight. Now, don't forget, you can get your news now at 4029tv.com and with our free mobile app. I'm Brandon Evans. Join me tonight on 4029 News.
Stop what you're doing. This Kubota deal won't last long, and you'll only find it at Springdale Tractor Company. Right now, get a new Kubota L2502 DT tractor and Kubota loader for as low as $20,999, or 0 down with financing for up to 84 months. Build more, spend less. When you buy orange, save thousands at Springdale Tractor Company with the L2502 DT tractor package. Come see us at 6160 West Sunset Avenue in Springdale. Now through June 30th, 2026. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Are you heavy hitters tired of being stuck in a slump? Step up to the plate and let my team and me give you that golden spikes finish you've been dreaming of. Our stylists have a golden glove touch that'll never leave you in a slump. Whether you need a quick trim or a grand slam makeover, we'll help you round the bases in style. And here's the best part. Once we've knocked your look out of the park, we're sliding into home with a free ice cold beer or root beer just for you. Don't get caught looking, slugger. Swing by and see us today where the drinks are cold and the cuts are a home run. Fantasy Sports Cuts at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust a team that delivers results. Go to LimbIrdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes are so luxurious, you might wonder if a chauffeur will pick you up from the restaurant. And how could you not? With selections like the signature $5 box, decadent $7 box, and abundant $9 box featuring the triple-double crunch wrap with layer upon layer of what you love. While the drink is included, a chauffeur isn't. So plan accordingly. Don't let the Lutz go to your head. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lutz box at Taco Bell today. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price of participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes and specialty beverages. That's extra.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
You know that crushing feeling when you PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
New at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater. All-day deals for just $15.50. Choose center-cut sirloin, blackened tilapia, or mesquite grilled chicken, each served with a side, all day, every day. Need a place for graduation, parties, meetings, or special events? Book their private event room. Join them for happy hour starting at 3 Monday through Friday, or order carry-out, curbside, or delivery on the All-American app. Your favorite place is the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater. Great steaks, great sports. On Sunset in Springdale.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is Ruscin Zach, live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios on ESPN 99.5. Broadcasting from the Crane Automotive Team Studio, the most honest show in the history of Arkansas Talk Radio.
Baby, you are so talented, and they are so dumb.
Derek Ruskin.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Zach Arns.
Notre Dame, our mother.
Setting the standard for talk radio in the state of Arkansas.
The problem we're trying to solve
is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
starts right now.
Ruscin and Zach continuing here. Let me reset briefly, if you were not here for the first little while. Zach's been off all week, and it's been planned for a long time. He's not fired. I'm not fired.
No.
My wife went into labor on Tuesday, and
Also planned for a long time.
That's all right. Yeah, exactly. And so I had to miss Tuesday and yesterday, but I'm here now, and everybody's doing great. So that's what happened here. But yes, the internet speculation was amusing. I see, oh God, what's he done? Who's he pissed off now? Also, shout out to the weird man on YouTube who was like, "Which one's Ruscin? Who's the guy that said that crap? Where is he?" So that was strange, but thank you. So usually, like, this is kind of an unintended consequence, but the screen lines up in order of like if you read left to right, as most people do in our world. Like, the show is Ruscin and Zach, and if you look at your screen, it's Ruscin left, usually Zach right, although it's Colton on the right here.
Not today. Not quite the silver fox that he is.
But it goes in order.
Yeah.
It's kind of a
Some
happy
sequence.
accident. Yeah. So that's how you can figure that. Most people, context clues. Most people could figure out which one's which by looking. So, and if you're on YouTube, you're looking. So
it's true.
Maybe you could figure that out.
You
But
also
apparently
introduce
not.
yourself and say your name every time you start the show.
True.
That's
Yes, that's-
also big context clues there. You can
but
fire some brain cells together.
I think, everyone talks about common sense. I think context clues have died.
It's
Nobody can figure anything out with deductive reasoning is a thing of the past. Nobody can do it anymore.
I failed that part of the ACT.
You know?
I think didn't do very good on that.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. So they've officially announced today that they're expanding the NCAA tournament to 76 teams next year, men's and women's. They're doing this now. I was curious. Like, I want to hear the company line on this. Like, no, because this is the rare instance in sports, in life, not just sports. This is bigger than all that. Usually, we get things that we ask for as consumers. Hey, I'll give you a great example. Hey, it's kind of hard to hear your signal in South Fayetteville on the radio. Okay, 93.7 coming soon. You'll be able to hear it all across the western half of Arkansas. 100,000 watt blowtorch. Things like people ask and things happen. Rarely in America do we not get the thing. Do we get the thing we did not ask for? We did not ask for new Coke in the 80s, and they brought it in, and it sucked, and everybody hated it, and everybody got fired over that. No one asked for this, except maybe that crybaby Stephen Pearl and his dad Bruce. Maybe they asked for this, but nobody asked for this to happen. They're going to have next year. No, it'll be more than that. It'll be 21% of the teams in men's college basketball. There's 362 teams eligible. 76 teams means 21% can reach the tournament, which is how it was. Here's their rationale, Colton. And I don't know if I buy this, and I don't know how you feel, but their rationale is they keep making more and more programs D1 eligible. So that's shrinking the amount of teams, so you had to expand it because there's more Division I teams than there were 20, 25 years ago. That's what they say. Now, it's also it's not about the little guy, though. It's not about,
not in the
hey,
slightest.
we got to get Kennesaw State in because they're good and they're D1 now or whatever.
Owls, pesky.
Grand Canyon, who, had a win or two, a couple years ago, I think, in the tournament, right? I think they did.
I think so, but speaking of Grand Canyon, Keon Minifield now coming back from the G League to go play for Grand Canyon University, former Arkansas Razorback at one point.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Another pro going back to college. That's another
Well,
thing.
he wasn't going to class, so.
Well, that's a good point too. But this is about, this isn't about little guys. This is about, Syracuse is really close and they're kind of a TV draw. How can we maneuver things to get them in? Or Auburn, or on the off year that North Carolina goes 19-11 or something. Well, we got to have North Carolina in. That's what this is about. This is about being strong-armed by the Big Ten and the SEC into getting more. And I know North Carolina's not a Big Ten team, but you know what I'm saying. It's about getting those teams because it seems like the Big Ten and the SEC are fully prepared to have some sort of super league where they just do their own thing, and that's what college sports are moving forward. So this was a response to that. It's about cash. They want, when the new TV deals come up soon, I believe, they're going to want, $10 billion from CBS and from whatever TBS and TNT are. Turner, but not really Turner. And they're going to,
a lot of the alphabet in there already.
And ESPN with the women's tournament, and they're going to be like, we want more money. And the networks are going to say, well, we need more games because we need to run more commercials. And you can't make the games, they can't make the commercial breaks any longer than they are in the game, so we need more games. So that's what this comes down to me.
Matt Norlander for CBS Sports, he put out, an interview with a bunch of different heavy hitters in the college basketball world. So John Calipari, obviously, here at Arkansas,
Yes.
Dan Hurley, Mark Few, Brad Underwood over there at Illinois. And every single one of them said, this is a terrible idea. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this. And what Cal said, especially, not just because he's here, it's kind of struck me. He said, as someone who's been both David and won, and Goliath and lost some, that's what makes this tournament special. We can't afford to lose that special piece of our sport. When it comes to NCAA basketball, yes, the regular season is important, and yes, the regular season is what gets you into the tournament. And so when you have all these new teams that are able to come in, and every single 12 seed has to now play for their spot. All these 11 seeds have to play for their spot. Every single 16 seed and all these 15 seeds have to play for their spot. You are devaluing what every single team that worked hard enough to actually make it into the tournament on their own merit did in the regular season. And in college basketball, we all watch waiting for, what's going to happen in March? I got to fill out my bracket, do all this stuff. And so you don't want to take away from that and water down an already great product. And you talked to me about this earlier, Derek, but nobody cares at all when George Mason is actually there.
Right.
They may say it's a great story. Boy, it sure warms your heart. Man, this will be a great special on one of these television shows in a little bit. They'll sure be featured in one shining moment.
Yeah.
But do we really actually care? The television viewers say that they don't. San Diego State versus Florida Atlantic. It was a great game. It was a fantastic finish. But not as many people watched it if it would have been, say, Duke versus North Carolina, or Duke versus Florida, or one of these big brand name schools that carries a heavy basketball status with them. It doesn't make any sense to me why money is the only thing that matters to these people anymore. If money is the only thing that's going to continue to matter, then the sport's just going to continuously get more watered down, and they'll eventually be playing with like Nerf basketballs on 7-foot rims so everybody can dunk, and there'll be more highlights to put more clips out, to put more advertising on those clips. It's just, it's getting hard to watch. I mean, I think the 68 teams is absolutely perfect. You don't have to change from that. You have those first 4 that are already in. That's good. Why do you have to expand from that? It's not, like you said, to get Mount St. Mary's in versus Vermont. It's not to get these schools in. It's to let the Stephen Pearls of the world, who went on to win the NIT, so good for them, good for Auburn, I guess. Hang that banner up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, but those are the only schools that are going to end up getting into this. And I mean, Coach Cal is right. Why are you so worried about fixing something that isn't broke when we've got schools like Arkansas trying to pay $5 million to get that guy from Georgia who wasn't going to contribute nearly as much as we thought he would have?
Right.
That's the biggest problem right now in college basketball specifically, is this massive Wild West outlaws, scenario that you have with the transfer portal, where guys that aren't worth half of what they're getting paid are getting paid because this arms race just keeps building and keeps building. I love college basketball. I'm still going to tune in, obviously. It's part of my job. But it's not going to mean nearly as much. I'm not going to watch hardly all these first 12 games. I'm just going to see what happens. They don't even count towards your bracket, do they? Are they going to count on the bracket challenge? Are they going to count on the hitthatline.com challenge? I mean, it's important.
These are 12 games.
that are going to be in this opening round, as they're going to call it. The first 4 is gone. It's the opening round. These are 12 games. Are we going to have a bracket where we don't have 12 games on it? Like, how does that all work out and everything? They are going to play 6 games on Tuesday and 6 on Wednesday of tournament week at 2 different sites, Dayton and then another place that they're going to figure out. I like keeping Dayton in it. The people there seem to be happy about being in this unique part of the March Madness experience. But yeah, it's not like nobody asked for this, and usually when we get things we didn't ask for, it doesn't go great. Like New Coke, or when everybody got an AOL disc in their mail every month back in the late 90s. I mean, it didn't. I don't know. So I'm not thrilled about this, but it's you got to keep these. Listen, you can't have these universities making crazy, stupid financial decisions, paying off 3 coaches that don't work there anymore, without the money. So you got to get more money. How do you get more of it? You put more games on in March Madness, and the payout's bigger, and the schools get more, and that's how it all works out.
And the excuse that for now, for some reason, because obviously, basketball is a much easier sport to fund, and now there's a lot more Division I schools that are trying to make it or there's a lot more schools that are trying to make it up to Division I. If that's the excuse for your expansion, none of those schools are going to make it in their first couple of years anyway. Right. It's a very rare occurrence. I can only think of maybe one off the top of my head in which they made a transition and then made it to the NCAA tournament. That's Fairleigh Dickinson. And that is a Cinderella of all Cinderellas. It only won 1 game. So, that's not a good enough reason for me either to say that you need to expand. It's just to let the rich get richer. It's just to put the Syracuses, like you said, of the world, these big TV markets up there so they can sell more ads for whatever, new Coke they're trying to promote these days.
Yeah, and the other thing, like the sport is kind of in a unique spot right now because it's kind of perfect the way it lays out in this standpoint. And, of course, the bracket, the clean, 64 teams and the way it works Thursday, Friday, and then, with the 16 games, then Saturday and Sunday.
Geometric bliss.
Yes, it works out. But here's another way that it works out. The way this sport is going right now with NIL and with rev sharing and the portal, you are still getting the exciting first-round games. Maybe not as many as we used to, but you're still getting those memorable moments, and you get the team that can win a game, maybe 2, but generally in the later rounds, the Final Four weekend, we're getting big schools. We're getting UCLA. We're getting Gonzaga. We're getting Duke. We're getting big teams are in the Final Four. Michigan. So that's kind of the perfect way this works out. Is okay. It's a cute story early on, but generally the big teams rise to the end, and you get these big brand names in the Final Four, and that's when you get the larger audiences. When George Mason and VCU were in the tournament, it does not draw as same as when UCLA and Duke and Michigan are in the Final Four, or Houston. Houston's kind of a weird one because it is a big town, but it's a school that not very many people care about at all.
Yeah, it's not a. Yeah.
But yeah, they've done that officially today, so that's what they're going to do with March Madness, and I haven't seen anybody that's like, guys, I'm in favor of this.
Yeah, guys, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
We should, make it 96. And they
keep
tried
it going.
to make it 96 in the past when they expanded to 68, and that just got shot down really quick.
Yeah, that's right. That's way too much of it. That's like when they put on Millionaire every day. Do you remember that? You were young. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Okay, so if you don't remember that, like they brought on. I can't remember what time of year it was, maybe in the summer, but for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, they put Millionaire on ABC every night, and it was a huge success. It did really well. So they did it like in the spring. If they did it in the summer, they did it in the fall, and then they did it periodically, and it was big every time. And so some genius at Disney was like, you know what we need to do? Let's put it on every day. Every night, let's put it on. And guess what? It died because it was a big event that happened and then went away, and then you were like, "Well, I missed that." Oh, it's cool. It'd be like having Survivor on constantly. You wouldn't work because you need to miss it for a little while, and then and then it comes back, and you're like, oh yeah, Survivor Zone.
Yeah, they did not.
They overexposed it, and that's what's going on here.
They did not get good advice. Their phone a friend was bad.
It was bad. That's right.
Just keep
yes.
dragging Regis' tired ass out there every single night.
That's right. Yes, that's right. In the tie with the plain shirt. Remember that he'd wear like
wake up and talk to Kelly.
That's right. Exactly. I can't believe it. But it was overexposed, and this is so far sports have been kind of they've avoided the whole overexposed on TV thing. But think about the sports. The NFL's on once a week, so they're on. Your team is on once a week, but there are games on 4 or 5 nights a week. And
Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Saturdays in the playoffs.
There's talk about maybe that's too much, but so far I don't think that's been the way it is. And with March Madness, you have 3 weeks, and it's there, and then it's gone. So is this something that maybe they need to be concerned with? I think that they don't know that they're headed towards NASCAR, which is NASCAR got very corporate, very big, and all of the real fans were like, I don't know what this is anymore, and I don't like it. And I think that's what may be happening here with college sports. Football and men's basketball, which are the 2 biggest draws. Sorry, baseball fan. Yeah. The 2 biggest draws for college sports on television are men's basketball and certainly college football. And maybe we're hitting the point where it's like, I don't know. It's getting harder and harder to keep up with all this stuff and who's who and what's what and all the other things.
And to take the other side of this, like playing those 6 games on Tuesday and Wednesday, like leading up to the tournament, like you're filling the schedule. That's great for TV. Those ads will be filled. Those slots will be perfectly aligned. It'll all work out. And if you're just a general college basketball fan, you'll be excited to watch basketball all day long on Tuesday and Wednesday before the true tournament starts. So, like, I understand that. That's probably a good thing. But none of those teams that are going to be playing in the first 12 are going to end up making it to the Final Four. It's going to be probably even more rare than a first 4 to Final Four because it's just an onslaught. It's just more and more games, and you're starting earlier. Then your own personal schedule gets screwed up, and you got to travel from Dayton or Sheboygan or wherever the other schools where the other 12 games are being played. I mean, it's just. I think you're right. They're running the risk of being overexposed. They're not quite there yet, but nobody wanted this. I can't imagine that they still went through with it. It's ridiculous.
All right. If you got anything to say, 877-377-6963, 18 minutes after the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. Let me remind you about Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness helping you take control of your health. Their comprehensive men's health program. What are you looking for? You want to lose some weight? They have a weight management program. Do you want to just have more energy and feel more balanced and get back into the rhythm? They've got the peptide therapies. Maybe you've been reading a lot about or seeing a lot about Samoralin, glutathione, NAD+, and BHRT. They'll build a program just for you, and they walk you through every step of the way, and they make it easy to stay on track. It's very easy to stay on track. And the other thing is you don't have to go, if you're in far reaches of Arkansas listening to this, you don't have to go to Springdale every week. They have telemedicine available across Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. They will work with you wherever you're listening from. Mention ESPN and get 10% off. That's what you got to do. Mention ESPN. No hoops, no code, nothing like that. Mention ESPN, and they'll take 10% off. So if you're finally ready to do something about this, you need to call or text Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Sometimes the phone call's hard. You can text them and get with that. 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424. Or go to ViciAestheticsandWellness.com. VICI, ViciAestheticsandWellness.com.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Let's keep it moving. I'm starting to lose my buzz over here.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, Sakhalin.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's lunchboxes are going to people's heads. Because once they've indulged in the mainstays of the $5 box, the decadence of the $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box with its monumental triple-double crunch wrap, they start expecting everything to be as Lux. Don't let the Lux go to your head.
Where's the doorman?
There is no doorman.
That's why we're waiting.
Let's go. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
Mother's Day is coming and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1225. 1225. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or biglou.com.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful. Not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust a team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on HitThatLine.com.
Well, we're back here on ESPN Arkansas. The only news I have to report for you is today is baseball tomorrow with Oklahoma, 4 o'clock tomorrow now. They moved it up because the Storms are supposed to be here tomorrow night.
It gonna rain.
In Northwest Arkansas. Thank you, Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 4 o'clock tomorrow, 3:30 on the radio with Phil and Bubba here on ESPN Arkansas. So that's the update I have for you from the news. So that's that. And then the other update that we gave you earlier in the program. So there you go. And Alabama beat Arkansas in softball today in the SEC tournament 7-1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A little bigger margin of victory than I would have liked to see. But man, that softball program, they've got it humming over there, and I hope this is the year they can break through, make it to Oklahoma City. They're kind of fun to watch, but looks like the Crimson Tide had their number today.
The selection show is Sunday night on ESPN2 at 6 p.m. for the softball tournament, and again, probably hosting at Bogle this year once again with the big season that they put together. So that'll be exciting. Let's see what else I got here. You can text or call in here 877-377-6963. So you can join us here. All the losers will be gone at 3:30 tomorrow. That's what Wes says. Yeah, we joke around that the cool kids, stay here for the whole show, and the nerds go to the baseball game when it comes on here. Bob and Branson, Boo Sports. Talk more about babies. All right, thank you. There's a vote for that. CC says opening round at Bud Walton Arena. I don't think that's going to be happening. I don't think there is the capacity in this region, as big as it is, to have 12 teams come here.
God, could you imagine MLK with 12 visiting teams here?
And all their fans. Like, this isn't track and field where it's just buses and there's no fans when they come to town. It's buses and fans.
Yeah, buses and 10,000 fans. It'd be awful.
It'd be amazing. It'd be. I don't think that's going to happen here. But anyway, maybe they could. Maybe they could win some goodwill. If they would have the opening round in like Fog Allen or Pauley or one of these iconic venues. Bud Walton is an iconic venue of the sport. Don't get me wrong. Cameron Indoor. I know they would. It's not what they want. There's no skyboxes or any of the other fancy stuff. But could it be like a goodwill thing where it'd be like, hey, you know what? We're doing this, and some of these teams, like in the COVID bubble when there was March Madness at Purdue and Indiana and and Hinkle. Like, that was pretty cool that you got to have March Madness at some of those famous venues. They're not going to do it that way. They're going to sell it to the highest bidder because that's what they do at the NCAA. Yeah. But it would be a nice for once if they were like, you know what, let's do this and let's play it in Fog Allen. I would imagine it's got to be. And this may be completely wrong, but I would imagine it can't be in the same time zone as Dayton. Like, there'd be an east side and a west side.
You have to do it different.
So you could stagger the start times and have all the TV working out and timing out every which way.
But do something innovative and nice for the fans, says the NCAA. Get bent. Come on,
that's not going to happen.
No, never.
That is not what they do over there.
No. Not part of their
this text reads, the Chick-fil-A line would be nuts.
Oh, my
It'd
God.
be out on the street backing it up, and
They'd be getting to work. They'd be working for them tips. It'd be their pleasure, but would it really? No.
Is there a I've been some time in the hospital. There are codes. Is there a Chick-fil-A code for we need the cop to come direct traffic? There's too many cars.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a code for that?
So I can tell you, when I worked for a coffee shop that's not to be named until they purchase some advertising here with us at ESPN
Thank you.
Arkansas,
Thank you.
which we would be happy to have. When I worked for them, they have a very similar drive-through process to what Chick-fil-A does, and they have just as many rabid fans that are there to buy extremely expensive coffee and get caffeinated throughout the day. And what we would do is, if ever it got out to where we were potentially going to become a traffic hazard, we didn't have a code, but we did have a police contact that we knew that we were able to call, and they would be able to get somebody out there. But occasionally, it would fall to the senior-most person on shift to go out and kind of direct traffic a little ways. And occasionally, that tended to be me. And boy, was it fun to pretend that I knew what I was doing. I would just say, you there, you there, you there, you in the Dodge Stratus, get the hell out of here, stuff like that. It was very enjoyable. But it's when you get that many people trying to get one thing at one time, it really can become a hazard for people on the roads. They got people backed up, and people are just there. I'm trying to get to the doctor's office, and I can't because everyone needs to get their chicken minis. So it's it can be dangerous. But as for the hospital, I've got no idea. They're talking in codes over there, and I have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah,
I nod, shake my head, say thank you.
Something weird happened the other day. I cannot remember what it was. And I
hospital food?
No.
Okay,
This was before all that.
Okay.
And something happened. I know what it was. Remember when was it cows or sheep got on the road over here a few weeks ago? And there's police code for everything. You got burglary, murder, or whatever it is. They've got all the number codes. 10-4, obviously, and everything. I wonder what the code is for livestock on the freeway. And I didn't look it up. And
it's got to be public information somewhere.
Yeah. Well, but for
that's got to get called in pretty frequently around these parts. I'd say that's going to be one of the more common codes that gets called in. Is there's another cow out here on my street? We got to get this thing out of here. We got to get this.
You know what it is? Because it is 1054.
1054.
Livestock on the highway is 1054. 1091H. This is according to Google AI, so it may be wrong depending on the different departments. Stray horse. We've had this before.
That's different.
1091H. 1091H.
I guess the H is probably for horse. I have to surmise that. Yeah,
that's right. Livestock on the roadway, 1068. In roadway.
In roadway.
Yeah, so the cow is in the road.
So impeding the drive.
That's right.
Woo Pig Steven in Clarksville says 1090 Pollo Loco.
We got a 1068 in progress. We've got a big heifer in the middle of the interstate, Coffee.
Bessie, come here.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that, and now I know. I just forgot to Google it at the time, but now I know.
I do that all the time. I have things that I'm like, I'm going to go look this up later. I'm driving, or I'll look this up later. I'm on the show, or I'll look this up later. My wife is talking to me, and I'll always forget to go look them up later. But I have started to keep a note in my notes app, and that's currently empty. So I've looked up everything I need to know. I've learned all that I need to learn up to this point today. So happy about that.
Thank you for all the texters reminding us what 10100 and 10200 mean. That's very helpful. Thank you. We knew that was going to happen with this group, so we appreciate that. All right. It is 4:34 here on Ruscin and Zach. 877-377-6963. Colton and I will be right back.
Your texts are reckless opinions. Live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios, you're listening to Ruscin and Zach.
Hey, if you've been thinking about upgrading your tractor or equipment, mark your calendar. Springdale Tractor Company's annual Hay Day, May 22nd. It's all happening during Kubota Orange Days. Big savings, big equipment, one day only with Springdale Tractor Company. May 22nd, demos, free food, big giveaway, and savings just for that day. Come on out and take a look at the Kubota lineup. If you've been waiting to upgrade your equipment, this is your day. May 22nd from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Springdale Tractor Company, 6160 West Sunset Avenue in Springdale.
From sauce, dust, to nuggets. It's Taco Bell's new Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets. Are they mild? If they were mild, we'd have to change the name to Little Rascal Nuggets or Minor Nuisance Nuggets. Definitely Diablo. New Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets. A brand new classic. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
Mad Money Mania, Friday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash at your premier gaming destination, Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. All month long, play for your chance to win over $1 million in total cash and gold rewards prizes. Enjoy chef-created entrees at Shaw & Steak and Spirits Fine Dining, ice-cold adult beverages and live weekend entertainment, and luxurious hotel suites. Experience the Indigo difference. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri. IndigoSkyCasino.com for details.
ESPN Arkansas is growing, and we're looking for motivated sales professionals with digital marketing and media sales experience to join our team. If you have a background in digital or media sales, love sports, and enjoy building relationships and helping businesses grow, we want to hear from you. We offer excellent pay, a market-leading commission structure, and full benefits including health, dental, vision, and life insurance. Ready to join an exciting team environment where every day is different? Send your resume to sales@hitthatline.com. That's sales@hitthatline.com. Pearson Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Dean Rollins for Superior Ford in Siloam Springs. We're known for the lowest price on a new Ford in Northwest Arkansas.
It's back, the lowest price ever on the new 2026 Ford F-150 SPX Creek Cab 4-wheel drive, now $38,900. Or select new 2026 Ford Bronco now, $10,000 off MSRP. Nobody sells a new Ford for less. Shop us first. SuperiorFordNWA.com.
Superior Ford. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The weather is brought to you by the Springdale Public Schools.
Hi there, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. What a beautiful day out there today. A lot of sunshine tonight. Going to be a cool one. Not as cold as last night, but certainly chilly. Lows drop in the mid-40s by tomorrow morning. As you get to Friday afternoon, get a nice south breeze, some sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 70s, so a little bit warmer for us. Chance for a shower or storm by Friday evening. We'll watch that. As we get into Saturday, though, looks quiet again for the most part. Highs back to low 80s before more rain chances return Saturday night into Mother's Day. That's your Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
You want them safe. You want them loved. But you also want them ready. In Springdale, we turn curiosity into confidence with literacy programs recognized by the University of Arkansas for top statewide growth, taught by educators that are award-winning experts in how children learn. Safe hearts, strong readers, bright futures. Springdale Public Schools. Unlock your genius and enroll today.
ESPN 99.5.
The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on HitThatLine.com.
Okay, it's 20:05 now. Ruscin and Zach. The drive home here is brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback and Fayetteville. Robert, Elizabeth, everybody, Matt, Riley, U of A grads. And I know that's important with a lot of U of A grads either in town or coming to town this weekend for graduation. They've got everything you need there for the game, for graduation, for all of it. If it's Arkansas related, they have it or they can get it at the Stadium Shop. Largest selection of Razorback gear south of the North Pole. Shop on Razorback.com. Shop on Razorback.com or go see them next to Baum-Walker Stadium in Fayetteville. All right. You can get in there at 877-377-6963 is how you can go here. Oh, here we go. Here's something here from Hacker. SEC. I didn't know SEC Country was still in business. Is this true?
Yes, it is. I saw this the other day, and I was also
Really?
surprised by the exact same thing.
I thought they were done.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Oh, God, another toughest schedule thing.
Yes,
Oh,
that's right.
Lord.
Yo, does this drive you as nuts as it drives me?
It's because you suck. If you suck, you're going to have a tough schedule. It's not that hard of a concept to grasp.
Why does no one put it in that, frame it that way?
Because people are going to twist it and pervert it and find a way to make it look like, gee, these hard on their luck Razorbacks, they're just, there's no way they could possibly make it out of the cellar dwellers, status that they're in the SEC. There's just no possible way. They play such a hard schedule every year. You're asking too much of these Davids up against these Goliaths every single year. I get the fact that, yes, you play in a very tough football conference. Not the best anymore. Not the best.
No.
But you play in a very tough football conference right now with traditional powers like Alabama, LSU, now Texas and Oklahoma. I get all that. But you're Arkansas. You won 9, 8, 7, 6 games before in the past. Actually, very recently, within recent memory. Not too recent, but got to go back a handful of years. 1, 2, 3, 5 years. But it's... I understand why people will use this as a defense for, look, they play a hard schedule. It's hard for them to win. I get that. But Alabama is playing a very difficult schedule in the SEC as well, but they're not ranked on here anywhere as far as toughest schedules. Oh, they're 5th. Well, yeah. Well, Texas, Florida, Oklahoma. Vanderbilt, they're 16th playing the toughest schedule in the SEC. Well, Vanderbilt's not going to be any good. They don't have Diego Pavia anymore. So,
Right.
I understand why people would use this as a good thing for the Razorbacks and how it could possibly be spun into a positive light. But look, if you're not very good, you're going to be playing a hard schedule. Everybody's tough.
See,
when you're not very good.
I've always thought that the toughest schedule thing was perpetrated by the media to try and bail out the coach when they stink.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, leave this guy alone. He's got the toughest schedule.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I think like 15 years ago, 10 years ago maybe even, it worked. But
sure.
They've lost for too long, too much, and I don't think people care anymore about the schedule. I think they know. I think people assume, we have the toughest schedule every year, and so it's not news, and it doesn't. No one's going to say, hey, they got the toughest schedule. Give them a chance. They're not going to do that. There is no credibility with this program, and in some ways with this athletic department, with the fans anymore, and they're not giving you the same grace. Is it fair to Ryan Silverfield? No, but that's the way it is because these customers have been here a long time and they're pissed.
Yeah.
He's been here not a long time and he hasn't gotten a chance to win them back yet. He'll get that chance. We'll see how it goes. But I always thought this was like the homers in the media, like, oh, don't criticize him too hard. Look at that schedule they have to play. And I never bought into that. If you were, nobody says it the way it should be framed, which is, well, the truth is if they had a better roster, they might be in some of these games, but they're going to be underdogs 11 times or 10 times. So get ready for that.
Definitely 10.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see here. Gujiro Greg, do you think propaganda arm is telling media to say toughest schedule? Again, I think this was part of it back in the old days, but I don't think people are buying this anymore.
You can't use it as an excuse anymore as to why you're not very good. Like, yes, you play a tough schedule, but so does everybody else. Like, especially in the Power 4 conferences. Like, yes, not all of these teams can stack up against each other. They may now. There's 90 teams in the college football playoff. Just 24. I'm being hyperbolic, but there's a lot more than probably should be in there. And so now, yes, the disparity of talent is a little bit different, but you can't use that as an excuse anymore for why your season ends at 2-10. Your season didn't end at 2-10 because you had a tough schedule. You were in a lot of those games. You were in a lot of those games, and you fumbled them away. You threw picks to lose the game, or you couldn't play a lick of defense, and that's why you ended up 2-10. Not because who you were playing is just so good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's just it feels like excuses, and I don't think there is any patience for that here. And here's the other thing: a lot of places where when you don't know, I believe this. I don't know if there's any research to back this up, but I believe the less you know, the less familiar you are with your roster. Well, the less you care, but not to the extent of the old days.
No,
when
not
it
in the
was
slightest.
2 years, 3 years, 4 years, it's the same people year in and year out, and there's a grace you can build up there. But when everybody's coming in to chase money for a year as a mercenary, the fans are like, well, I mean, I'd love to give you a break, but you're trying to win right now or get paid right now, and we want to win, and we don't have 3 years to experiment with you. If you're bad, you're bad. Like it's a different experience because you can revamp things more quickly, and the days of the 5-year build are pretty much over in college football.
You don't have time. You don't have time to do 5 years. You've honestly maybe 2. If you're lucky, if you're at a place that'll give you a little bit of patience and a little bit of time and understand where you're coming from, you might have 2. But 5 years is way too long, and you're talking about the time in before whenever you could remember, okay, well, this kid, he got a chance to play left tackle last year when our left tackle who went to the draft or graduated, he got hurt. So I know he's going to be there, but you can't do that now because that left tackle, now he's going to get starting money to go play at Baylor or something like that. It's completely different, and those guys are going to be able to start that year. There is no clause that makes you sit out for a whole year. You're able to go, get your stuff, sign your papers, get your money, and get out there, strap the helmet on, and go. That's how it works now. So I don't. It's hard for me to be able to, and I mean, it's part of my job. Part of our job is to be able to follow the roster, tell you who's playing what position, and do that.
I have no idea.
And it makes it more difficult for us. Like, if you ask me to tell you right now who is going to be the starting offensive line, I could maybe give you 2, 3 names. I know the center. I know who might play right guard because that kid's from Arkansas. So I mean, I know that. But other than that, who's going to be your starting wide receiver? Which one of these guys they brought in from Memphis is going to end up being a tight end? Is it going to be Jaden Platt again? Who's going to be your quarterback? We sure don't know that either.
Right, let's start there. Yeah, that's the big
That
question.
might be the one they want to figure out, number 1 first.
Yeah.
And from what I saw a couple Saturdays ago, Derek, yikes.
You watched it?
Yeah, I went to watch. I was there in person for ESPN Arkansas as a liaison. I saw some good things, but mostly kind of just, not so good. I think it was intentional that way, which Tommy kind of got on. Tommy was kind of on a tangent about that, about how there's no need to be intentionally vanilla whenever nobody knows what's going on. Right. It would be much better if you'd have gone out there and beat the white team, 42-0. It would have been people would have been like, wow, at least the offense can put points up, because you're always going to be able to trick people in that way somehow with the spring game, if people even glean anything from a spring game anymore. But they've got a lot of questions to be answered over there. Who's on the roster is one we'll have to find out whenever they play Utah. I'm not going to find out when they play. I don't even know who it is. North Alabama.
That's right. Yeah. Here's the other thing that has blown up the Homer media, toughest schedule argument. They've had the toughest schedule in other sports, and they've been really good. How tough was the basketball schedule last year? Sweet 16. Mm-hmm. They played every Final Four team or every Elite 8 team from the year before, and softball. I mean, softball is even more damning. Mm-hmm. Softball doesn't have nearly the resources that football does, and they still figure out a way to be nationally not even relevant, but even greater than that. Super
They're
regional.
1 in the RPI and 7th in the SEC tournament seedings.
Right. So like that totally ends the toughest schedule. Any kind of discussion about it, because softball's doing it, and they don't have any resources, and basketball's doing it, and they have resources, but basketball's doing it. They played the Elite 8, so like. What's your excuse? Yeah. You've got all the money. You've got, $80 million in overall program money, and that's not just paying the players. That's salaries, that's recruiting budget, that's all that stuff. What are you doing with all this? Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Why can I know it's smaller roster, but the concept is still the same regardless of if you're recruiting 15 women or 85 or 100 dudes. Mm-hmm. The concept is the same. Getting the best players possible to come here to this place? It doesn't matter the size of your roster. How can a softball program that was nothing for 20 years,
very, very nothing,
and now is this? How did that happen? And you still can't figure this out with all your resources after 30 some odd years in the SEC.
I'm pretty sure she has like half the wins in program history already. She's been incredible for them over there at Bogle. And you're right. It just goes to prove the fact that it doesn't matter what your schedule looks like. If you're recruiting the best talent, they're going to win, and that schedule can just, you can burn it up right here. Like, it's not going to matter. With the football thing, I mean, it's just they're gonna have a tough time no matter what, and they would have a tough time if they had the same coach they had last year, or if they kept the guy that everybody wanted for some reason. It would still be the same thing. You'd still be playing a tough schedule, no questions about it. But it doesn't mean anything. You still have to go out there and play the games. I mean, we don't know that all these other SEC schools, they could be down too. Like, I mean, we don't really know that. We won't know that till the games start, till they play, till October's here and November's here, and it's week 9, it's week 10, and all of a sudden, wow, maybe Alabama, who's sitting at 5-5, hypothetically, isn't as good as we thought. Damn, I wish we had them on the schedule this year,
But it's every time you bring up like softball or baseball or what Dave's done, basketball, well, it's fewer people. Well, but it's the same concept.
Mm-hmm.
You're really good, Darius Acuff. Come to Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, it's the same concept, and it just doesn't work in football for whatever reason.
But we
can't figure it out.
Talk about baseball and basketball, though. In those two sports specifically, as opposed to football, you have got an A1 recruiter. Like, DVH is going to get the guys that he wants 90% of the time. If Coach Cal wants you, you're his. So I mean,
unless you have some laundry list of demands that are just like you want your own ox farm or something thrown into the deal or something.
Only green M&Ms in the locker room for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've got like a David Lee Roth writer before the concert or whatever. Kevin and Rogers is on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Yes, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hey Colton, what's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing, Kevin?
Hey, good. I don't usually call in the afternoon, as you know, but great conversation here. Talking about the schedule and stuff. I mean, and Colton, I've commented about this. Everybody's schedule's tough in the league. Nobody gets a cupcake schedule, and other programs win. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, I totally agree with everything you're saying. I mean, eventually this has got to take a turn, whether it's, who you're hiring or what it is. I mean, you can say, well, Cal gets players because of who they are. Well, Muss was able to recruit well, too.
Right.
I mean, and Mike Anderson wasn't no slouch. I mean, it didn't go the way we wanted to because I think that kind of ran its course. But he's got some guys playing in the NBA that are pretty good basketball players, and he brought some excitement here. But, the softball deal is just, she's just she's a great coach. And, hopefully they have a good year. And, she's just – that's all I got to say. I was going to say I totally agree with you guys. I mean, everybody plays a tough schedule in this conference.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of I get tired of hearing, well, it's the toughest conference and it's the toughest schedule this year in football. Well, we say that every year and we win 4 games. Yeah. I mean, so what are you going to do about it? I mean, other teams play tough schedule too. I mean, Florida still finds a way, and I know a little bit about Florida. They find a way to win 6-7 games, and their schedule's up there too, and they're crappy. So that's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, 877-377-6963. The drive home is brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. We'll keep this going. Also, Juracek is over a barrel on this tennis thing.
Oh, God.
He is over a barrel on this tennis
Looking
thing.
bad.
He is in, if you know Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, he's in the Kobayashi Maru. He is in a no-win scenario now. Details straight ahead. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite. You like that, huh?
That was good.
Kobayashi Maru. Like that, huh?
My grandfather was a big Star Trek.
Good. That was for him.
Yeah.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app. Get on there. There's all kinds of stuff on there, obviously, with Arkansas sports and the NBA and all the playoffs, Major League Baseball. It's all there on the Bet Saracen app. Go to the App Store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com. App Store, Bet Saracen, or go to betsaracen.com. We'll be right back.
It's Thursday, May 7th. I'm Brennan Evans. Here's what we're following tonight on 4029 News. We have an update on a training accident at Fort Chaffee where several soldiers were hurt. See how those who sprang into action to help the injured are now being honored. Weather-wise, a beautiful spring day, but rain chances return this weekend. Could it impact graduation at the U of A? What about Mother's Day? Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee has your full get-ready weather forecast. And in sports, March Madness just got a little crazier. The NCAA is expanding the men's and women's basketball tournament field from 68 to 76. But if you're wondering how it impacts brackets, these additional teams will essentially just be competing for those official opening round spots. Sports Director Armando Berry is going to break it all down for you tonight. Now, don't forget you can get your news now at 4029tv.com and with our free mobile app. I'm Brandon Evans. Join me tonight on 4029 News.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have painting or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
There's always something inspiring happening at Gentry Public Schools. As the district of choice, Gentry provides a world-class education with a small-town feel, where students are encouraged to connect, learn, and succeed. From academics to athletics, fine arts to career readiness, Gentry Public Schools helps every student discover their potential and prepare for a brighter future. Learn more at gentrypioneers.com and follow them on social media. Gentry Public Schools, where tradition meets excellence. Go Pioneers!
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times. And the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista or Steve Harp in Springdale.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is Ruskin and Zach, live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios on ESPN 99.5. Broadcasting from the Crane Automotive Team Studio, the most honest show in the history of Arkansas Talk Radio.
Baby, you are so talented. And they are so dumb.
Derek Ruskin.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Zach Arns.
Notre Dame, our mother.
Setting the standard for talk radio in the state of Arkansas.
The problem we're trying to solve is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Starts right now.
Oh, we got a text from TC here on Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas. This is great on the schedule thing. You know, when you're ugly, everyone else is hotter than you. It's the old theory, and I got to remember this. If you don't know who the smelly kid in the class is, guess what? It's you.
Definitely you. Yeah.
It's you. Yeah. That's the whole strongest, toughest schedule argument. Yeah. If you're you're the ugly one, then guess what? What do you do? Oh, that's funny. Thank you, TC. Colton's in here for Zach today. 877-377-6963. Drive home here on Ruskin and Zach is brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback, right there next to Baum-Walker Stadium. Largest selection of Razorback gear south of the North Pole. Shop on Razorback.com or go see them. Like I said, right next to Baum-Walker Stadium. They're literally on Razorback Road.
Best
That's why it's the
place to park for a
Shop
baseball
on
game.
Razorback. Get it? Okay. It's working on a couple levels here.
It's multi-layered, as they call
Yes,
it.
it is. That's right.
Like an onion.
That's very good. That's very good. We have we got a couple people that get in later or whatever. The baby Lou has arrived as of Tuesday afternoon.
Yay!
And at 6 o'clock, I'll go through the whole story about all that and how it happened rather quickly. So that's all going on. He is today wearing the mitts because he was trying to pull wires and things that he shouldn't be doing because he's in the NICU because he's early. Luckily, he is not ill. He needs to grow more on the outside, so that's what he's going to do. And
They got him on a regimen over there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
doing
Yes.
good.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're so smart.
They really are.
Oh, God, they're so smart.
Makes me feel so stupid whenever they talk to me. Sometimes I'm just like,
yeah,
Did they also?
But they have great grace because they know they deal with all this stuff every day, and in you and I's case in particular, you've been a parent for hours, so you don't know how really anything about anything.
Very much of nothing. Yes.
Yeah, like he starts crying. I'm like, I don't know.
God, what do I do? You know,
we can't pick him up. Like, what do I do? So
don't shake the baby.
Bing. Yeah,
don't shake the baby.
Yeah, you call it. You hit the button. They're like, what's going on? And he's fussy, and we don't know. And they're like, oh, sure, no problem. John says, thank you very much. Anyway,
well, just blink your eyes, Derek. It'll be Christmas
Right.
time. You'll be sitting there in your house in buffalo plaid, checkered pants, pajama pants. Karen Carpenter will be singing, and there's no place like home for the holidays. And he'll be crawling around tearing the bows off of all your Christmas
That's
presents.
right, yes.
I looked over the other day. Mine was eating cat food. So, I mean, it happens.
Oh,
It's
boy,
literally-
that's-
it happens.
oh, man.
Yeah, well, he didn't get any in his mouth digested, but he had it in his hands, and he was making a beeline for the oral orifice there, and I ripped it out of his hands pretty
That's
quick.
true. We got a question earlier. Has he worn Razorback gear yet? No, he's on issue stuff.
Yeah.
And really, he's not
standard issue.
He's wearing a diaper. Like he gets swaddled and he's in a diaper. He doesn't have clothes. I mean, he has clothes. He's not wearing them.
They don't want to wear clothes when they're that young. They don't.
No,
they
no,
just
no,
like to
that's
rip
right.
them off. It's not comfortable for them. So
It's also easier when they're going, 12 times a day that you just, undo the thing and change the diaper
let
as
me
opposed
tell
to
you something right now.
Yeah.
If you haven't taken a real good inventory of what his wardrobe looks like, I want you to go through whenever you get home, whenever you get a chance, find everything that you've bought so far. If it doesn't just have the 3 buttons on the bottom to rip it up, if it's just a onesie on the top, throw it out. If it's got multiple, I throw it out. If it's got 3 or less, that's what you're working for. Anything more than that, I swear to God, I've spent more time in my life trying to do these little tiny buttons to get off and rip them off.
No.
And
We've got
zippers.
zippers.
Zippers are good, perfect.
And we found a deal on a place that has magnets.
Oh, I have a couple of those too,
Yeah.
and those are incredibly soft material too.
Yeah,
Those are really good.
Yeah, no snaps. Snaps are like old school.
Yeah.
And certainly no buttons. Yeah, you don't have time in the fog of war to be fiddling with tiny buttons with big, adult hands. That's no good.
No, it's no good. And they'll fight you. Let me tell you, they'll roll around, squirm around. They don't want to have what's happening to them. It's humiliating. So
no, that's right. No, they want to do something else. But
crawl around, drool.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, he's mom's sitting up there with him, and he's doing great. So there you go. But that's why we didn't have a show Tuesday, because he was being born, and we didn't have a show yesterday. But now we're here, and we'll be here until when he goes home. That's when I'll take my leave and get all that
time,
organized.
Man. I'm happy for you. Take plenty
you.
of time. They gave me the rest of the week. I hope you take a lot more than that.
Well, you're more valuable than the team than I am.
That's not true in the slightest. So they may like to think that, but I know it's not true.
Ben in Fayetteville is on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Yes, Ben. Hello.
Ruskin, man, long time no see. Congrats on everything.
Thank you.
You deserve everything you get.
Thank you.
Question for you. Well, first, you were talking about you never know that you're the ugliest person. When I was in the Navy, one of my submarines, we had a guy on there. He was nicknamed Puma, P-U-M-A. And it stood for possibly the ugliest mother alive. And anytime we would have anybody come on board, our captain, the commanding officer, would get on the announcing circuit, the 1MC, and they would literally tell Puma, go to the engine room. We have a tour group, because we didn't want to scare anyone. This guy was that ugly. But, I mean, this is absolutely true. But whenever we pulled into Thailand and the Philippines, he was very popular. He was a very popular guy when we went over there. Oh, yeah, money has a way of changing people's vision.
Sure, yes.
But here's a question for you. Like, legitimate sports question. I know it's weird you guys talking sports. But with the success of Calipari, with the success of Van Horn through the years, does that put more pressure on Juracek's hiring of Silverfield? Because it just seems like, I mean, this is the real first coach that I think Juracek has hired for any major sport.
It is.
And I just don't, I mean, I think there's a lot of pressure. And Juracek has, hamstrung himself by other hiccups and the way that he handled Musselman and this tennis program. But do you think that puts more pressure on him and on the football program because of the success of the baseball and the basketball team? Because I think it does. I think it's like a perfect storm. And I'd love to get your opinion on that. I'll hang up and listen. You guys take care. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. Well,
second football hire, right? He hired Pittman, and now this is Silverfield.
Right.
Okay.
But there's a school of thought that he may have been more involved in Morris than maybe we were led to believe. That school of thought is out there, and there's never been a bigger disaster than Chad Morris.
Not a point for his camp at all.
I think Ben is right, but I also think what ratchets up the pressure is all the dumb stuff this guy does publicly. When you go to Little Rock and try and do stand-up comedy on a PowerPoint and then talk about the fact that they're not built to win a national championship here, and then you do the 6'7" joke on the national stage on the ESPN show. I mean, and then you kill tennis. And by the way, now with tennis, they have $5 million ready to go. You know what he doesn't understand?
How to talk into a microphone.
Yes. But he also doesn't understand this. Now, this is a generalization, and it may be very unfair, but I'm going to try it.
Is it hasty?
No, it's not hasty.
Okay, good.
But it is a generalization. What do most people who play tennis, recreationally or whatever, what do they have in common?
Oh, it's a country club sport.
They are
rich. A little bit more affluent, yeah.
They are rich. That's right. They're rich. But seriously rich. That's what he said.
Seriously rich, but seriously. Yeah.
That's when Reese Davis rich. So he's in a real fun spot now because they have $5 million ready to go to save tennis. So one of two things can happen here. Number one, and I think I want to give credit here. I think John Neighbors said this earlier, and he's absolutely right about this. One of two things are going to happen. One, you save tennis, and now you look like an idiot for trying to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2, you're just letting $5 million walk away from an athletic department that you claim is poor. That is the definition of what Tommy Kraft Colton calls tripping over dollars to pick up nickels. Like you have $5 million ready to go here, and you're like, no, whatever you do. And apparently they were supposed to meet, but now that's not happening until next week, and whatever. And it's just another thing. He obviously has no clue on the pulse of anything here. He doesn't know how you, the fans, feel. I don't think he cares, but he certainly doesn't know how you feel, and he has no clue that to kill a sport, there, especially at a place like this, where it's the biggest thing, even in tennis. This is the biggest program in the state for the tennis world. How many people want to play here? They grow up there. We can't play there now. We got to go somewhere else. We grew up wanting to play Razorback tennis. He completely underestimated the blowback on this deal, and he was wrong about that. He's been wrong about just about anything he's tried to lay on the fans, and price increases, and the way they've handled NIL has been a total mess. That they're still trying, and again, it's been 675 some odd days since the stadium's had a sponsor.
How many?
It's like 675 days.
It's a lot of time. A lot of days.
He just continues to not have his finger on the pulse of what's going on around here. And that's what's going on.
Well, he's got, he may have been involved in the Morris hire. He certainly was heavily involved in the Pittman hire. He went over there, and Pittman did the for about 5 minutes long, is what it felt like.
So exciting.
And he's got obviously Silverfield in his bag, but there is nobody else that he's hired. I mean, at this point, you can't say Cal, because that was obviously all John Tyson. And maybe, the best thing Hunter ever did was, well, why don't you do it? Come on, let's go over here. Why don't you just, coach?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have very many nails left in his coffin. And if you don't find success in this football program here in the next couple of years, it sucks, but I mean, both of them won't last very long, and that's an unfortunate reality of the world we live in now, in this convenient world where you have to win immediately, otherwise more sports are potentially being cut. There's going to be more dollars and cents that have to be found in what they call creative ways, and I don't understand how they could possibly find $5 million and make it appear out of thin air in 72 hours and not put that money directly back into tennis and save it, even if it only takes 2 years, even if it's only just a Band-Aid for a little while. It would make people feel better, and that is the biggest disconnect that Hunter Yurachek has with people right now, is the common fan. People should not even know who this man is. They should not have any idea that he's the athletic director for the University of Arkansas. But he's up there, obviously, having to do stuff for the college football playoff. Like you said, his very poor attempts at comedy at the Little Rock Touchdown Club will haunt him for the rest of his days. And I thought, honestly, by now he'd have been gunning for a bigger job somewhere. He's been auditioning, it seems like, for years. But if he doesn't get Ryan Silverfield right, I mean, Ben may be right. He may not have much longer left here. And if he doesn't get this tennis thing figured out, I don't know what else you could possibly point at as being a positive that he has done. And I hate to be that way. I've never met the man. I probably never will. But it's not a good look whenever every single person in this fan base feels disconnected from you. And not even just because you're the athletic director and you've made bad decisions, but you are the face of the disconnect that they have with actually getting into the games. It costs way too much money now because they've arranged all the seating in Bud Walton. They've changed it in Baum Walker. They're charging you more to get into an empty stadium at Razorback Stadium to watch them get beat 56-13. So, I mean, it happens.
It's right up there. Yeah. It's on the wall in here.
Only time that school's been mentioned today, and it will.
That's right.
Not tomorrow either, I promise.
That's right.
I
And,
promise.
it helped out that we didn't have 2 days to mention Notre Dame with no shows, so that helped out. I feel like I've tried to think about this from all different ways. The only thing I could figure is that he thinks he is a meat shield for some of these coaches like Silverfield, who we never talk about. And he is out there to take the heat off of everybody else that may or may not be trying to, build something or rise up to a certain level over there. And it'd be, the main one being Silverfield. Mm-hmm. No one talks about him. All they talk about is his boss. That's the only thing I could think he could be thinking by continuing to do things. And then when the coup de grace, as they say, and I think you remember this a week ago, was when the automated "Best of luck to tennis" tweet goes out before their NCAA tournament match. The program you just killed. Good luck to you. It was indescribably
not a
toned
great
down.
look.
It was just it's amazing. And yeah, it's been 675 days since the football stadium has had a sponsor.
6, 7.
That's right. But they're close. They're really close to getting that deal in.
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
Just keep waiting.
All right, the drive home is brought to you by the Stadium Shop in Fayetteville. ShopOnRazorback.com. Robert will tell you what he thinks about things going on in the world of Razorbacks. Always good for a conversation about that. Razorback, ShopOnRazorback.com. The Stadium Shop on Razorback next to Baum Walker Stadium in Fayetteville. Frog in Madison County. No AD is going to be successful here in the NIL era. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. If you can find somebody that can connect with these people and, talk to them, not at them, as this athletic department does time and time again. They don't talk to you. They talk at you. And there's a big difference in that. It's why some people in this business have great success. And I'm talking in the giant business of broadcasting, not the, this radio station. Some people in this business have great success because they talk to you. And then the ones that talk at you, they don't have as much as of a connection with the people. But this athletic department talks at the fans, not to the fans. And if they could find somebody that could change that element of it and make it feel more inviting, we talk about this from time to time, Colton, and I know you listen, but I go to other sporting events. The staff is so kind. They're so glad you show up. They are, hey, they say thanks for coming when you leave. They're very happy to see you. Everybody in a yellow vest at a Razorback game feels like, why'd you show up? This is a bird. This is more work for me. It's like that's the attitude that we went. My wife and I toured Arrowhead on a Saturday afternoon, and the guy giving a tour at Arrowhead on the Saturday afternoon, you're probably thinking, well, I mean, this is. I'm here on a Saturday. The weather's pretty nice. He couldn't have been happier to give that tour because the difference is at the top. Clark Hunt learned from his father, Lamar, you treat the fans with a certain level of respect, and they'll be with you forever. Yeah. And that is not understood enough in all of college athletics, with this March Madness decision. But it's certainly not understood here any longer with the way this is. And another thing, too, about Hunter. Some of the people who – is he in danger, possibly, of upsetting some of the people who write very giant checks to this athletic department? Is that something he needs to look out for? Because there is a very significant name in Razorback support on the tennis center. And now, what's that? What's going to happen there? What happens with that? So, is that something he needs to look out for? But anyway, he can either bring it back and be made to look like a fool, even more of a fool, or you just say, well, we don't want your $5 million.
He's in a lose-lose situation, but it's all his fault.
And how can you do that how can you turn down $5 million when you say you're poor?
And you're cutting costs left and right, trying to find anything possibly
Sending
at
everybody who anybody knew either to early retirement or just outright firing them.
But God forbid you cut your salary. Oh,
no, that's right. And if he gets I'll tell you the other thing, Colton. If his deal runs out next year, if he gets a new deal for more money, and football's losing still. If football's winning, nothing matters.
Yeah,
because it's going to save everything for him. But if if football loses, and he gets a new deal for more money here next year, there's going to be a riot. Not a literal riot, but it's going to get really, really ugly for him moving forward.
He'll have to get up in front of a microphone and beg his case, which I can't wait to see.
It's great. I will say this. He's been very good to the 7 years of Ruscin and Zach.
Yeah.
He has been a content machine for us.
Gotta love him for that. Appreciate him for that.
And for you, diehard, sports, woo pig to the bone fans, you hate that. But in the content business, this guy's gold. He is freaking gold.
Every single day. Right. Another one. Keep him coming. Gotta have him.
Let me talk to Melanie here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Hi, Melanie. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Great.
I couldn't catch up with the softball. Did the girls win today, or did they lose to Alabama?
They lost to Alabama today. Yeah, I know.
I was so thrilled, but I love them. I hope that they get to go, host the regionals or whatever. I really do.
They're in good
but
position.
I wanted to say, I honestly don't understand the whole football coaching carousel. This is not the NFL. Courtney Deifel's been there 10 years. Jordan Weaver's been there a long time. I mean, I know Cal's only been there a couple seasons now, but beforehand, Musselman was there for a long time. Why do they do this? This makes no sense to me because you can't even get anybody in who's even decent. I thought Sam Pittman would have been good coming from Georgia, but come on, Chad Morris? Oh my God, I almost barked.
Well, Melanie, I think I have an answer for you. Thanks for the phone call. I think I have an answer for you. Okay, because in high-level college football, and when you're in the SEC, even if you're the 15th or 16th best team as they are right now, it
just mean more.
It does. That's right. But when you are at the highest level, I really believe this in a lot of instances, and certainly here, people end up as ADs, as people of, people run athletic departments and the NCAA and this because they couldn't run an actual business. I believe that. Certainly in this case here. And so what you have is lawyers, agents, people for these coaches who are really, really smart because they've actually achieved. Like, say what you want about Jimmy Sexton. He has built an empire in that business. With CAA and all those people are smart, and they're looking at the table across the table to people who are like, oh, well, we'd just like you to be our football coach. It is chess and checkers on two sides of the table. So it is really easy for a prominent. It's really easy for a prominent one of these super agent guys who's got a hot prospect coach that everybody wants to go in there and just, put the full sell on, and the AD's like, well, we got to have him. We got to have him. And then more often than not, they're wrong.
Yeah.
And they've been wrong here a lot, and that's what's worked out here. But there's two sides to that, too. It's not just, the agents putting the, putting the sell on, but it's also candidates that think the place is going to be one thing. Like, that's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Some people will sell their university a certain way, and then you get there and you see how it really works, and you're like, this is not even. And this is true of any job in any office, I think, anywhere, is you can think it's going to go one way, and then you get there and you're like, God, this is not at all what I thought this was going to be. So I think those two things kind of factor into, as Melanie was talking about, why Arkansas can't seem to figure it out in football. There's a lot more eyeballs on it from an agency standpoint, and those guys are really good at selling stuff. And most ADs, including this one, are not really good at selling stuff.
And Jimmy Sexton, he's got like 2 or 3 different clients. Like, that's lowballing him. He's got tons and tons and tons of clients, and a lot of whom were in this last monstrous coaching cycle. We're all interviewing at the exact same schools too. So he's sitting there with his fiddle, just playing everybody that he wants to, anytime he wants it all. Yeah. And I mean, when it comes to football here, yes, you're at obvious disadvantages. We don't have to go through the list of how things are hard here for Arkansas. You don't have NFL players you're turning out. Everybody knows that you can listen to it certain times of the day. You know exactly why they're not very good at football. You understand that. But at the same time, we have seen it in other places. And I don't want to say that, oh, look at Kurt Cignetti. Look at Indiana. They hired a coach, and now they've come from absolute cellar dwellers from the bottom to the top of the mountaintop in just a couple of years. Yes, that happens, but it's not just because of the fact that you hired a new coach either. You also hired a new coach that was able to make donors, all those people that write those big checks, buy in. And that wasn't in the first year. That was in the second year, after his first year. That's whenever Mark Cuban got involved. That's whenever these guys with billions of dollars were able to come in and write as many checks as they wanted because because they believed in Cignetti's vision. And look, by all accounts, there are some things that Ryan Silverfield has said that I truly and honestly like. And I heard Ty talking with you the other day about how he thinks he can get the job done. And I kind of take both sides of that because, look, football coaches have some of the biggest egos outside of radio hosts that I've ever met in my entire life.
They think they can fix any situation.
They have the answer, and they think the secret sauce is within them, and they have it, and they'll be able to fix any situation. And that's been proven time and time again that that's not always the case unless you're a special type of cat that can do it.
Yeah.
And Ryan Silverfield's had success in Memphis. I'm not going to write him off immediately, but he's not also being given the same exact things that someone like, let's say, someone that he's had to compete against for a job here, and Alex Golish, or somebody that's also a brand new on the scene in Florida with John Sumrall, who said if he can't make a bowl game, he's jumping off the top of Ben Hill Griffin Stadium earlier this week. So there's lots of disadvantages here, and Melanie's right to be frustrated, and obviously she was about the softball game too. That was great.
Damn it. Yeah, Abner, do we get that?
We got that. That was clean.
And Abner, you can send me all the drops pretty much moving forward. Since Zach's not here this week, just send them all my way.
And I figured out that I have free reign to play them now, so I can just
Good.
do it if I want.
But
yeah,
see, I don't know where they are. He has them organized in a very haphazard manner.
There's 11 pages here on this what we call the B bar, the button bar.
Industry
term. Sorry for everybody, jargon. It's way too much. But there's like 11 pages on here. I have no idea how this man.
It's a screen full of boxes that just play the quick sound effects.
And he's got multiple colors on here sometimes. And there's no code. There's absolutely no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
It's a twisted labyrinth that I don't really want to get caught up in because there's a minotaur in that labyrinth. So I'm good. I'm good on it.
That's right. Okay, we'll be back in a minute here on Ruscin and Zach. 877-377-6963 is how you can get in here on the program. Hey, Baumwalker Stadium, if you can't get there this weekend for the home finale, make sure someone else can. Every seat counts. Every pitch matters. If you have tickets, make sure they're being used or transferred to a friend. If you need tickets, go online today. Donate unused tickets to community and campus organizations. Send them to hogtix@uark.edu or find out more at arkansasrazorbacks.com.
The show the experts never miss. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
A dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sacale, paper mouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's Lutz boxes are going to people's heads. Because once they've indulged in the mainstays of the $5 box, the decadence of the $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box with its monumental triple-double crunch wrap, they start expecting everything to be as Lutz. Don't let the Lutz go to your head.
Where's the doorman?
There is no doorman. That's why we're waiting. Let's go. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's Lutz boxes are going to people's heads. Because once they've indulged in the mainstays of the $5 box, the decadence of the $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box with its monumental triple-double crunch wrap, they start expecting everything to be as Lutz. Don't let the Lutz go to your head.
Where's the doorman?
There is no doorman.
That's why we're waiting.
Let's go.
Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
Josh thinks I'm giving Sexton too much credit. Food scientists are smart. Engineers at NASA are smart. Sexton's a great salesman. Well, great salespeople are smart too. It's just they're smart at a skill set that's not, sit in a microscope and look at the be in the lab and all that stuff. They know how to relate to people.
Mm-hmm.
And some of your finer scientists and engineers maybe don't know how to relate to people. But that's he's very good at that, and I think that's I always wondered about the whole. Everyone hates Jimmy Sexton around here. Most fans hate Jimmy Sexton. Is it because in your job you don't have someone like him looking out for you, or is it because all he did those times with Nutt back in the day at Arkansas, flirting with Nebraska and everything, like that's his job, is to just that's what he does. That's why he's the best at what he does. But I've always I've never understood why everybody resents him, because he's the best at it. Maybe, I don't know. It's makes Arkansas look silly, but he makes a lot of places look silly.
I know whenever Sam Pittman came on and he had, I don't remember her name, but he was a female agent that he had at first, and then he was like, I'm here for Arkansas and all this, and then immediately he was
and then he realized he was not going to get any money
and then he went
that
to
way.
Jimmy Sexton.
Jimmy Sexton's like, well, what you have to do is threaten, when you are at the height, you have to threaten to quit, and they'll be like, oh God, no, don't leave.
Yeah.
And that's when he got the deal. That's how it works.
B. Ian Clarksville is right. You hate Sexton till he works for you.
That's right. Yes. Well, it's Calipari.
Yeah.
Nobody liked Cal.
No, hated him.
Yep.
Hated him.
Now they love him. That's it.
Can't get enough of the guy.
That's
the best.
Right. That's exactly right. A couple other things here going on. I saw that Ted Turner died yesterday. Ted Turner, CNN, obviously big in sports with the Braves and the Hawks and TNT and TBS with all those Braves games.
Cartoon Network for the younger audience.
Yes, Cartoon Network there. The whole campus in Atlanta with that old building that was an old golf course there off the freeway. Really a brilliant guy, and a guy who there's so much in here with sports, and you had in the early 80s problems with the Olympics. The U.S. didn't go to Russia. Russia didn't want to come here in '84, and so he invents the Goodwill Games, so that you can have two these nations that are on this Cold War can compete in sports and maybe work something out that way. There are not people that think this way anymore.
No,
that think about the greater good.
He was one of the last media moguls that came and kind of had their massive surge of power and was so influential before the real internet age.
Yeah.
And so he's still got this sort of traditional way that we sort of look at him. But he's an eccentric guy that had some some outlandish, maybe questionable views at times. And any guy that owns a private bison herd, he'd like to maybe pick his brain a little bit just to see what's going on with him.
Yeah.
But lots of stuff obviously down there in Atlanta. He means he means quite a lot. And I mean, I think Phil was talking about this today. A tweet that I saw as well. He made sure that even a little boy in Montana could watch the Braves for 30 years ago, and then 30 years later, the MLB is making sure that even a kid in Atlanta can't watch the Braves.
That's right. So, that's so true.
That's
amazing. But yeah, that was a kind of a loophole that he found. Not really a loophole, but just something no one had tried before with the Superstation, where we're going to have a channel in Atlanta that nobody watches, Channel 17, and we're going to put it up on the satellite, and then everybody can watch it. And then we're going to put the Braves games on there, and everybody can watch those.
And if there's a delay, by God, Barney Fife can be teaching a lesson with Andy. Andy and him.
The version I remember, because they would go in a certain order on a rain delay. Usually they'd start with This Week in Baseball with Mel Allen. And then if it went longer than 30 minutes, that's when you'd get into an hour or so of Andy Griffith. I remember this, though, distinctly, Colton. If it was a really long delay, they'd start playing the Jeffersons. That was that's how you knew, man. They've got to get this game in, and it is still raining at Fulton County Stadium. They're going to play the Jeffersons. So that's our Gilligan's Island was on.
Oh, man.
And it was, but yeah, that was really a smart guy. And he knew in the late 70s, that people would watch a channel that does the news all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Now, none of these channels do the news all the time anymore. They give you 2 sentences of news and then a bunch of people arguing and 6 boxes on the screen. And it wastes time. But at least in the early days, and particularly when the Gulf War in 91, CNN was right in the middle of the whole thing. Those 3 guys are on the phone in the hotel room in Baghdad as everything's going off. And there's some footage of 9/11 in the CNN control room. He's there with the guy running CNN. They're talking about what are they going to do and what's the strategy and everything. It's really fascinating stuff. They did a documentary on him on HBO Max a year or 2 ago, like 3 parts on it. And I think it was a really fair documentary. It was not a puff piece. There was some stuff that was kind of critical of him, but it was a lot about all the different stuff he did, and had a really tough dad and a tough upbringing, and got a billboard business and turned it into all of this
megalithic empire. Yeah.
So a really amazing guy, and of course everything he did for wildlife. And you mentioned the bison, but he was really big into. Can you imagine? Think about this, Colton. In the old days, he put a cartoon on called Captain Planet, which was a cartoon that was like, hey, we need to do stuff because we're killing this planet.
Yeah, about climate change and everything. Yeah.
If you put that on today, you'd be killed.
Yeah.
You could not put that on today. Yeah. Everybody talks about Blazing Saddles. Well, you couldn't make that today. You couldn't make Captain Planet today.
No.
I'm not letting my kid watch that. That's not happening. But it was on, and you watched it, and it was an important show.
And real quick, one of the more underrated things, I guess, that the Mouth from the South was able to help, kind of bring to light, the WCW, cable wrestling, all that stuff. That was huge. I'm not a big fan of it. I didn't get into it when I was a kid. I didn't get to come along for the heyday of it, but that was huge at the time. And to put it on TV, I know people were just enthralled by the entertainment that could bring. On a weeknight on television.
The Monday Night Wars, because that show was live every week, and at that time the WWF was live every other week, and it even got so nasty that at one point when message boards started coming to thing, people would spoil, and sometimes WCW would spoil what's happening on the taped Monday Night Raw that night. I remember that happened.
That's so petty and perfect.
Yes,
I love that.
They hated each other. McMahon and Turner hated each other. It was the wrestling was a big part of the programming too, and WCW and all that. That was a big deal, and it was a big deal. They were live every Monday night for 3 hours. WWE was 2 hours, and live every other week, and they were really going at it there for a while. It was a big battle. But
now his legacy is just reduced to Shawshank Redemption 5 times a week. So
that's it. And a million reruns of The Big Bang Theory.
Oh my God,
it's on all the time.
Oh my God,
it's on all the time. All right, we'll find out more. We'll do what we learned and all that stuff coming up here in a minute. It's 18 in front of the hour. Ruscin and Zach with Colton filling in for Zach.
Despite your best efforts, they're still here. Live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. This isn't background noise. This is Ruscin and Zach.
Friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans backed by the team J.D. Power ranked #1 in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region 7 of the last 8 years.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers or Griggs Covington in Farmington.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Do you have old jewelry that you never wear that's just gathering dust? Here at Swift Jewelry, one of our favorite things to do is to repurpose your heirloom jewelry into something that fits your current style. Bring in your old jewelry and fresh ideas and let our expert jewelers breathe new life into a dazzling new creation that you'll be proud to wear. There's something extra special about a stunning piece of jewelry that tells a beautiful, sentimental story about the past. Come share your dreams with us at Swift's Jewelry in beautiful downtown Fayetteville, your personal jeweler since 1956.
Unforgettable moments, legendary players,
college baseball's best fans. SEC Baseball is here, and so are some great ballpark promotions. Vinyl Record Night, Bobblehead Day, and more dot this season's Razorback Baseball promotional giveaway schedule. For details and tickets, just visit ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Arkansas, it's time to team up and clean up. Celebrate America's 250th birthday by joining in on the greatest American cleanup, happening now through May 31st. From picking up trash to planting wildflowers, there's so much you can do to keep Arkansas beautiful. Organize a cleanup event to make a real impact and earn volunteer hours if you're a student. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to register your event, request a volunteer kit, and get inspired. Brought to you by Keep Arkansas Beautiful, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Dean Rollins for Superior Ford in Siloam Springs. We're known for the lowest price on a new Ford in Northwest Arkansas.
Now get over $10,000 off MSRP on every new 2026 Ford Explorer in stock, or take over 26 Ford Bronco Sport that's starting at $25,995. Nobody sells a new Ford for less. Shop us first. Superior Ford, NWA.com.
Superior Ford. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
With approved credit. See dealer for details.
The weather is brought to you by the Springdale Public Schools.
Hi there, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. What a beautiful day out there today. A lot of sunshine tonight. Going to be another cool one. Not as cold as last night, but certainly chilly. Lows drop in the mid-40s by tomorrow morning. As you get to Friday afternoon, get a nice south breeze, some sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 70s, so a little bit warmer for us. Chance for a shower or storm by Friday evening. We'll watch that. As we get into Saturday, though, looks quiet again for the most part. Highs back to low 80s before more rain chances return Saturday night into Mother's Day. That's your Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
In Springdale, school feels like home. Because here, safe neighborhood schools mean we don't just teach class, we teach your child. We have the resources and pathways to fuel any passion. We're small enough to know exactly who you are and big enough to get you exactly where you want to go. Come home to Springdale Schools.
ESPN 99.5. Please don't take these guys literally or seriously. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
All right, we're back here. Colton filling in for Zach today and tomorrow. Thank you, by the way.
No problem.
Thank you, Ashton in there doing great work.
As always.
Ashton already troubleshooting things. This is very exciting for us here.
Much better than I was when I started.
Way to go, man. And by the way, I need to get this in. It's my mom's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mama Ruscin.
That's right. That's right. She is. It's a milestone. I don't want to say because she's not happy about it.
Ends with a 0.
I'm like, we're never topping the birthday present that we got you.
Yeah,
like,
that's a pretty good one.
This is an all-timer here. So that's so anyway, happy birthday. I was going to do here's another part of Tuesday happening. I was going to do this show today in Bryant because at my aunt's house in Bryant is where they're having her party tonight. But that's all that changed. So I am here in studio with you today and tomorrow, and yeah, Zach will be back on Monday here on the program, and so that's what we got going on here. All right. I don't like to make the guests work. We don't pay great around here for guest hosts. So You don't have to do a What Did You Learn? I've got a few. But What Do We Learn is brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas, Springdale, Greenland, Fort Smith, and Hot Springs, burtonpools.com. Pop Rocks are turning 50 this year. Colton. Pop Rocks, yeah. Apparently they went away in the 80s for a little while because there was a concern that it would make kids explode.
That's true, yeah. Mm-hmm. There's always a real threat.
There was I guess that would be one of the original urban legends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean about that? But no, that's
I can't even tell you the last time I've had Pop Rocks.
No, it's not one of my go-tos.
No,
that's for sure.
I don't like to think of ingesting rocks of any type. That's not really.
No, that's right. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't do that. So
no. But those are turning 50 this year, and let's see what else do we learn here. Well, let me find some historical things here on.
I've got something real quick while you search for that. This is not, this love that just won't die. This Mike and Diana thing. It's just, it's good Lord.
A little ditty.
Well,
Mike and Diana, huh? Weird.
Yeah, that song, by the way, has one of the worst lyrics of all time. Sucking on chili dogs, awful. John Mellencamp is terrible.
Outside of Tasty Freeze.
Yeah. But so this is from an NFL account, but it's occasionally we'll do some rage baiting. But apparently NFL fans have reportedly uncovered head coach Mike Vrabel's burner account.
Oh no!
And he's it's now been deleted, and he has been going after everybody, apparently implying that Patrick Mahomes is also not quite so innocent as he may seem. Also, so I learned that this story just quite won't die. And also, Derek, I learned that I did not know that you carried a messenger bag like that, like you were delivering letters of bereavement to Civil War soldiers across the Shenandoah. It's very nice. It's in much better.
My
shape.
wife got me this.
It's in much better shape than Kirk Sarloos's I saw the other day when he
he
made that pilgrimage across the diamond.
I've only had this one for 4 years, so it hasn't been weathered as much
that one
as
had been
his
around for 4 or 5 generations.
That thing, that's been handed down a few times. Yeah, this one is mine. I just learned this. Today is Eagle. You remember the song Eagle Eye Cherry? Remember Save Tonight? That song?
Yeah.
His real name is Eagle Eye.
Is it really?
That's not a stage name.
That is sick.
Eagle Eye Lanu Cherry, who is
man, that's a cool name.
Yeah, I know. He's 58 today.
Does he
He's
have
from
any other...
Sweden. He's a Swede.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he have any other songs that I would know? Is he a one-hit wonder?
I think he is a true one-hit wonder. I can't even think of this. Like some one-hit wonders, you can think of a second song. I got nothing on him.
No, I literally
like Duncan Sheik. I got Barely Breathing and nothing else. But like Paula Cole, you've got Where Have All the Cowboys Gone and I Don't Want to Wait. Like there's 2 songs there. Paula Cole, I don't want to wait. That one, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. Eagle Eye Cherry, he's had an album out this past year. Wow.
I'm sure
he's still making. It's an explicit album.
Oh
my
boy!
goodness.
Hey,
you can't play that here.
Calm down,
Golly.
man. Calm down. Yeah, his real name's Eagle Eye.
That's a cool name.
Because obviously there's stage names and everything.
Does it make you reconsider your naming of your child? Eagle Eye Ruskin sounds kind of
Eagle Eye Ruskin. Well, if he's got
Eagle Eye,
his mother has worse eyesight than me. That would be an ironic nickname because the kid is probably not going to be able to see very well between me. Although somehow it seems like I am better seen up close without glasses than I am with them now, apparently. And but I don't know what's going on with all that.
Eagle Eye Cherry kind of sounds like the name of an outlaw that you might have to draw on, and in the middle of Yuma, Arizona.
Eagle Eye Cherry.
Yeah, Eagle Eye Cherry. Eagle Eye Cherry and Long Tooth Johnson, they had to get out there and square off in the OK Corral. That sounds exactly what that sounds like. Eagle Eye Cherry, but yeah, Save Tonight. You can save it.
That's
absolutely.
That's all we got from him.
I'm looking at all these other songs. They just the names alone look awful. So the 4th most popular song, Derek, "When Mermaids Cry." I think I'm gonna pass.
Was that the unofficial sequel to "When Doves Cry"? When Mermaids Cry?
Can't imagine much different.
The unauthorized sequel to Prince's Estate had nothing to do with that.
Oh no, they just sued him into oblivion.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, all right. Well, when we come back, some of you will. I guess all of you, if you're sticking around, will hear about the last couple of days.